the show!
Yay!
Okay, so a roll call for anyone that might be confused. There's a Bob. He's in the middle. Trisha is about ready to bring over our food because, of course, the food came while the pre-roll was rolling. And then there's Metal Jesus.
Here.
And he's joined by Sir Rob.
That's me.
Yay! All right, now you guys talk amongst yourselves when we get the food ready.
All right.
So, what kind of stuff do you think they're eating?
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings?
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings?
Club Q.
All right, Club Q. No, all right, that's fair. Chicken wings.
I got $5 on that for us.
$5 on chicken wings. Bob, what do you got?
I got no food. I had brownies and ice cream.
No. What do you think they're eating?
What do I think they're eating? They said it was Indian food.
Right.
Indian food. All right, Indian food. Now, I just happen to be Indian, and I'm going to guess, and it's going to be completely wrong, but I'm going to still use that as my ace card. There's perhaps a chicken tikka masala, perhaps. I don't know if they're vegetarian or not, though. Can you guys help me out?
No, I think they eat meat.
Okay. Perhaps a chicken vindaloo, some sag
I was going to
paneer.
say with that.
Yeah, vindaloo, some sag paneer.
Speaking of which, where can I get a good chicken vindaloo?
Oh, I'll take you to a spot in Newark. Now, it's called Newark Avenue, but it's a strip of Gujarati and South Indian restaurants,
All right.
houses, people, all that shit. It's great.
I
And
heard the phrase chicken vindaloo uttered.
do you have chicken vindaloo? Are you eating that? Yes!
I will be.
Yes!
Wow, that's impressive.
The reason why I want to try chicken vindaloo is because of Red Dwarf.
Oh, don't listen to Red Dwarf. Don't listen to
No,
TV.
I just heard of it. I'm like, no, what's that?
Oh, heard of it. Okay, it's so
Like-
good. It's chicken and potatoes, and it's just delicious.
Yeah, see there. Now, last time I got the medium spicy, and I would get that again, except I had the show, so I don't want to be huffing and puffing while I'm on the show, so I got mild this time. So you're Indian.
I am Indian, yes. Born and bred there, and then I moved to this country when I was 5.
When
And,
you
so-
bred and then born?
Well, yeah, I was bred and then born. But I mean, I've been here since I was 5 years old, and I'm pretty much an American, so I consider myself a coconut.
White on the inside, brown on the outside.
Well, yeah, brown on the outside, white on the inside, exactly.
And full of a milky white substance.
I think all of us are, to be honest with you. But I'm not going to go on that tangent. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to go on that tangent? Come on.
It's too early. I think it's too early. I think we need to get to the real filthy stuff later on.
I do need to start drinking at some point. So
So what was your guess on the second dish that we got?
Chicken masala?
No. Chicken tikka masala, or I said sag paneer.
Okay.
that isn't.
No, that's fine. I'm happy to get 1 out of 2. What was the other one?
Chicken makini?
Okay,
What's that?
that's
Wow.
legit.
That was pretty close, man. Hey, what am I going to have for dinner tomorrow?
She's wisdom.
This dude's awesome.
And
You might know, being from that culture. Like,
you moved to Portland.
Listen, Kalam, chill out.
Oh, man, I saw something about Portland today on Facebook. It said that there's, like, a restaurant there that's, like, that had a thing for AR-15s, saying if you own one of these guns or support people owning these guns, you are not welcome in either of our restaurants. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, if you were going the other direction, I was going to say that doesn't sound like Portland at all, but that absolutely sounds like Portland the way you put it.
Yeah, that's terrible. I have lots of guns. Well, my family has lots of guns. I only have a few guns.
Oh, and for Sir Rob's notice, the reason Bob and I get along so well, even though we are diametrically opposed in almost every way politically, we don't discuss politics or religion at all, so we get along great.
Understood.
So, no politics or religion.
I know that. I got that. Yes.
I'm a bit dense, so sometimes I have to say it.
No, me too. Like you have no idea. So please continue reminding me because there are many, many times where I'll need it.
Maybe you'll listen to you and, ignore me again.
That's like par for the course, though.
Oh, yeah. 20 years worth of habit.
All right. Get out of there, Vindaloo. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, yeah.
Hi. What you doing, wife?
Uh-oh, we lost Bob.
That's that thing where if I get too far away, it goes black.
No, I mean, you were saying, "What's up, wife?" and then you.
Yeah. Do you want a beer?
Sure.
What are you drinking?
Yeah, if I back up too far, I go away. I know, but
Surprise.
Here it is, folks.
Yummy.
Ooh, we got a loaf of naan too.
what the hell is that?
Naan. Bread, right?
What?
Yeah.
Naan.
Naan. Yes, naan is bread. Pitas.
Oh. Hey,
Bob, you need to
it's
get
not
the
that I don't
Bob.
like that type of food. It's not around here.
That's why you need to come to Portland, son.
Well, like I said, I had never had Indian food until we lived here.
I know.
Good.
Because of my brother.
Unsealable delivered to Indiana.
Oh. Well,
Good. You love it?
I was able to buy the sauce for this chicken in a store, so maybe, I don't know, maybe you can do that. Other places.
So that was my third root beer.
I'll join you. Just hang on. Keep drinking.
No, trouble.
I only drank one on the air, and I drank two before.
Hey, Journey says it perfectly. Don't stop believing.
No,
Keep believing. Keep drinking.
Get me on journey.
Yep. Yes. Proving once again, it's not about the destination. It's all about the journey.
Sometimes it's about the destination.
Sometimes, yeah, it's sometimes about that.
Oh no, just another broken.
Oh, there it is.
No.
Mel, get a dirty sock and stuff it in his mouth, please.
Oh, I know that.
A story about the restaurant, but I believe it's Portland.
Oh, it's Portland, Maine, Bob.
I like it.
What was it? Okay. It just said Portland.
You gotta put the fucking hair back in your ponytail and get a horse.
But, as we all know, like, Portland, Maine is connected to Portland, Oregon through doors and closets. And, like, yeah. I'm in Warsaw, Indiana, which is also connected to Warsaw, Poland.
Are there maps? Are there specific directions to these doors?
I don't know where they're at, but you know they're there.
Okay. No, I'm with you. I'm on board with this.
Yeah.
How do we find them?
Oh, I guess we'd have to find it.
Yeah.
It's not any of my houses that I've had, but
No, we should just start going to houses, opening doors, opening closets. Like, excuse me, just taking a couple things.
I think that's called breaking and entering.
It's not called community because the people are going to be there. You just have to convince them to let you in and open their closets. But we will find them.
Well, based on the librarians, the base of the St. John's Bridge, if you go into it, is a portal to go pretty much anywhere.
Nice.
that's true.
What's the myth? You know the story?
It's a TV show called The Librarians.
She's going to be on season 3.
It's filmed in Portland.
Okay.
There was a key also in the Lock and Key series called the Anywhere Key, and it allowed you to open up any door and go to any other door that you wanted.
So, that's pretty cool. If you guys had that key, where would you go? What would be the first door you'd want to open?
Fort Knox.
Refrigerator for another frickin' beer.
Salute.
I don't know. That's a tough call.
Fort Knox? Okay, but Fort Knox, there are several doors, I would imagine, before you get to...
Well, yeah, well, to open the door.
That's true. I guess the key will allow you to open anything in there.
Actually, if we were doing the show at the time that I had it, I would have to show up. I'd have to say, "I'll be right back," and then all of a sudden, DJ will hear a knock at his door, and it will be me walking through.
Nice.
Now, you say Fort Knox, but do you have any idea how heavy those bars are?
Look, I watched Die Hard with a Vengeance too. You just need 11 dump trucks, a crew of about 70, 80 people.
I think it was 83.
All right, 83, and you hit the New York Stock Exchange location, and you get gold bars out there. You get a couple of dump trucks, you get a bulldozer to scoop that shit up for the
Roll
thing.
quarters, taped together.
I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just talking.
What you drinking, DJ? What's that?
Oh, I'm drinking orange cream Neo.
Oh,
Basically.
I told you I can't drink and eat at the same time. I mean,
Yeah.
alcohol. I can't drink alcohol and eat at the same time. It doesn't work.
okay. I thought you were literally just, kind of being, what's that word? Facetious.
No. I get stomach pains and they hurt a lot, so I just don't do it anymore.
Because I too can't eat and drink at the same time. I usually take a couple bites, then a sip, and then bites.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I'll just fill my mouth so I can't respond.
Wow.
I believe Shao Kahn said it best when he said, "Round 2."
Fight!
That was what, Mortal Kombat 2?
Mortal Kombat 2, man. Mortal Kombat 2. I had the most fun with who did you get when you got Kintaro? Was it Kintaro who was like the final boss, or was it Goro?
Yeah.
But in any case, no. You got the Emperor, and you could do a move with him where he pointed at you and he was like, "You suck," but it sounded like "you fuck." And 11-year-old Sarab had a lot of fun with that one.
Good point.
Well, in the original game, when Raiden is flying across the screen,
Yeah.
they wanted him to say something vaguely Chinese, but nobody on the set knew what to say. So
Okay.
he was saying, "Get back into the car!" And now that you've heard that, you will never be able to hear him say anything else.
Kevin, boot up Mortal Kombat, man. Now I need to hear this.
It's downstairs.
I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere, but yeah, it's they wanted him to say something Chinese, but nobody on set or on the audio set knew any Chinese, so they're like, "What do you want to say?" What they came up with.
Get back in the car. Get back in the fucking car.
It's just like when you're an extra on a TV show and you have to pretend that you're talking but not make any noise. So you pick something to say, and one guy says peas and carrots over and over again. And I recited the alphabet.
Can you stream on YouTube on this?
I don't think so.
We
I'm pretty
found the Raiden. What is Raiden saying YouTube? And I was asking Kevin if you can stream it on this thing.
Huh?
I don't know how.
I don't know how either. That's why I was asking you.
No.
Watch it later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to open up the old questions and answers here just to see if
Oh,
there's a...
shit. I forgot about that. Oops. Sorry, folks. We had a viewer a little while ago.
Was that other Rob?
Other Rob.
Yeah, when Rob was on twice?
No. No.
So... So how's the food, guys? Is that awesome? What?
Really?
It does still burn a lot, so I'm glad I went with mild. for the show. But it's not burning so much to where I would be slow breathing and constantly drinking a cold liquid.
Yeah. Horrible idea.
I just go with not spicy.
I like spicy, but not too spicy.
You know, I think the only food that delivers around here is pizza.
That's why you need to move to Portland, Bob.
We have this app called Grubhub.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's amazing.
You can order from a bunch of different restaurants. You put in your zip code and stuff, and then it tells you what'll deliver in your area. And so through that app, restaurants that, well, I guess maybe would not normally offer delivery to. So anyway, you get like sandwiches and lots of Chinese food and a couple places, one or two of Indian food, Panda Express, and then of course, yeah, all the pizza places will deliver. But we seem to have a lot of pizza places up and down the street right outside of where we live.
There's more none.
But like we have a Domino's, we have a Pizza Hut, and we have a Papa Murphy's.
And a round table.
And a round
What was
table.
the last one?
And a pizza guys.
Yep.
Papa Murphy's. What is it like Papa John's? What is Papa Murphy's?
Take and bake.
Yeah, Papa Murphy's is take and bake.
Nice. What do you got?
Oh, and Little Caesars.
I eat the hell out of Little Caesars. They got that $5 pizzas. It's like, it might not taste the best, but it's fucking cheap. So, hey.
That works with the guy.
Yeah, I believe it. He got you something.
No, I've paid for it.
Pretty soon.
Like $10 for me.
Oh, that's not bad.
Mod Pizza would kind of be like Subway for pizza. So you go in and you have them make an individual pizza for you, and you tell them, you know, you go down the line and they've got the cheese and the sauces and the veggies and the meats and everything.
Funny enough, we also have a Pieology that does the same thing, and a Pizza by Design does the same thing. There also is a California Pizza Kitchen here too, which has some weird pizza combinations, but it was good.
Yeah, they do.
But Indiana has me.
Now, I'm not saying you have to live here, but I want you to live here, Bob. But you should come visit.
But then Indiana won't have me anymore.
It'll only not have you for a little while.
You can like hang one of those signs on your door that says, you know, be back, and it has like the clock, and you move the little hands.
To November?
We'll have a little calendar instead.
Yeah.
With a sign below it says, please rob us.
Come on in. I forgot to lock the door. Come on in.
Oh no, you found out that my food is good. Crap.
Oh, yeah. Mm. Oh, it's like sex in my mouth.
Which means something entirely different in prison.
I wasn't sure how to go there, but thank you for going with it.
No.
Hey, Rob. Where is Kokomo, Indiana?
Well, I think that's about 45 minutes from here. I could be way wrong on that.
All right.
Just pull up the little map thing.
We get to learn some G-Bob-graphy. That didn't work out as well.
No, we got the gist of it, though. That's pretty cool. Okay, so to Kokomo. Oh, yeah, I was way off. It's about 75 miles from here.
Damn.
Yeah, 30 miles, 30, 40 miles off. That's all good.
That's the direction I don't normally go, so.
So what's in Kokomo?
You were close enough that if you launched a bomb, it would still kill them all.
Anyway,
The only reason I've ever gone that way is that Wabash, about halfway from there, has got like a massive Harley shop. It's like a Harley shop dash Harley museum. You know, it's
Oh. The guy who did this one, he moved out there. So,
Well,
yeah, so love things to continue it.
yeah.
I got just enough for.
I might have put it on. Da-da-da.
Which one is that one?
Oh.
Oh. That's a really, really good looking tattoo, man.
Yeah. Oh, it's an awesome artist. Is an awesome artist.
I think that one, but I'm not sure.
Hey, cool, you're still there. Okay. Well, I hit the button and it says close all tabs, and I was like, yes.
No, damn it.
Well, it's almost all
Damn
down.
it.
It didn't close all tabs, so that's a good thing.
So I've got some dessert that I want you to check out here. We have this little place in Portland called Toadstools, and it makes little cupcakes. And there's like a filling on top in here, and there's like a fondant icing ganache. And I'm about to eat it in like 3 bites. And this one in particular is orange creamsicle flavored. So far, it's my favorite one.
It's this much cake and this much topping.
Uh-huh.
So
It's kind of dessert.
the right way.
Exactly, the right way.
They make like 50 different flavors.
Looks good.
What's your favorite one of the 50? What's it called?
Toadstool cupcakes.
Yes.
So, what's the highest Pokemon you guys have caught? Or hatched, or whatever? Like, what's your highest?
I don't. Like I said, I'm new to this whole thing and trying to understand the world. I got a Taurus, which is CP 74 or 79, and I just hit level 5, and that's where I'm at.
Your screen's too bright there, Middle Jesus. Look at this. Look at this. This is wonderful. Mmm.
That's nothing but Toad.
So you want to know the highest I caught or the highest that I've
Just the highest you have. Like, what's your highest CP?
Okay. My current highest CP is 730.
Oh!
Nice.
I caught one yesterday that was at 540.
Okay.
That was crazy. I was shocked.
Wait, the starting CP was 540? What level
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah, it's a Pidgeot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. What level are you?
Oh, I am level 12.
Okay. I wonder if they scale based on level. Like the higher level you are, the more powerful you get. Yes.
Yep. They
Yeah.
do scale, yes.
Yeah, I think that they can scale. They don't always necessarily scale, though, because I also got a lot of them, like if I look by recent, 65, 92, 14,
What?
139, 165, 196, 130, 63, 10.
Still, that's a lot higher than what I'm seeing at level 5, because I get between 11 and like 45, maybe 50.
When we first started, I was getting, yeah, like up to maybe 50 or 60.
Yeah. I wonder if your odds of encountering a stronger Pokemon increases as you level up, like a luck stat.
The other day, I was playing both of our games while DJ was driving, and I found a Pikachu. And I told him, do not move, and he didn't listen.
Stop the car! Stop the car right now!
I had somebody behind me.
We were at a stop
Wait,
sign,
check this asshole! Stop!
and so I tried to catch it for both of us, because it popped up for both of us. For him, the little circle was green, and for me it was orange, so I know that mine was a tougher catch than his.
Okay, so that's what that circle means. All right.
Even though I'm a higher level than him, his Pikachu was a higher level than mine.
Sure.
Or yeah. Anyway, mine ran away and I caught his. But I had my own from a few days ago already. I caught mine on the 15th, and he was at 114.
Nice.
Cool. I was pretty upset today not being able to find Pikachu. When I hit the bar that showed the near me, there were 3 of them. The silhouettes. There's 3 freaking Pikachus.
So
And
I got him 11, but I got a Pikachu. He's 11.
I think yours is pretty low.
Yeah, mine's like a 10 or 11.
There,
But I got one.
yeah, he's got one.
Exactly.
Because every time DJ would tell me that he wanted to catch something, I would look through my inventory and be like, I have one.
Have
So,
it.
My 3 biggest wants are Pikachu, Squirtle, and Jigglypuff. And of course, she had all 3 of them before I had my first one.
Nice. I named my Jigglypuff Beach Ball.
How cool is this phenomenon, though? Like, do you guys find yourselves, like, wandering about town, meeting new folks who are playing Pokemon and, like, striking up conversations?
Well, here's the thing. We as well as Bob, we played Ingress before this.
Right, so did Kevin. That's
So-
gonna be how to all the shit.
So granted, it's the same concept, although this is much more popular.
We took a walk to go mail something, and we went through a park afterwards. And I would say of the 30 people that were in the park, maybe 5 of them weren't playing the game.
That's awesome. Did you talk to anybody there?
Yeah, we talked to all kinds of people.
Awesome. Just lost the game. Anyway.
That's great. Fuck yeah.
And thankfully, we were on our way out of the park when the black guy that asked me if I had weed came. While it's legal here, I'm like, okay, even if I had weed, why would I just randomly give it to a stranger?
Right.
Sometimes if you just want some weed, you gotta take a gamble. Be like, all right, I'm gonna ask this guy. I mean, he seems cool. If he doesn't have any, or he's not
Let's
smoking.
ask this nerdy white guy who's playing a video game on his phone with a cord coming out of his backpack if he's got weed.
Because all the other white guys there who have cords coming out of their backpacks, they have weed. Well, okay, so the other day, here's my story of talking to people. I get to work, and I'm about 20 minutes early. So there's a gym right down the street, and it was yellow. I'm yellow. So I start walking towards this gym, and it goes blue. I'm like, well, shit. So I get up there, and I'm like, hey. And this dude's like, he looks over at me. I go, are you We Squared? He's like, sure am. I said, I just saw you take that gym. He's like, yep. He goes, what team are you? I said, yellow. He's like, oh, fuck. So I for a while. And it turns out he works in the same place that I do on a different shift up in the office. We didn't even know that.
Nice. That's pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah. So then after he leaves, I start walking away, and there are 3 kids, and I'm really not good at ages for kids at all. There was 2 girls and a boy. They're walking a dog, and I'm guessing, I don't know, 14, 15.
Sure.
So the boy stops in the middle of the road, and he goes, I caught it! So I'm there, and I'm like, what'd you catch? And he looks at me, he's like, oh, just a Pokemon. I'm like, well, I figured that. I'm level 13. And they were like, oh my gosh, you play! And the girls were like, high five! And it was great. It was awesome.
So, I don't talk about work on this, but I'm going to delve into it because it's not work related. I'm the closer at a post office, and a closing supervisor. And I tried my damnedest to get people to play Ingress. I recruited like 12 people, and none of them play Ingress. So Pokemon Go comes out, and I don't even bother. I'm like, you know what? I don't even know. And then the supervisor that comes in the middle between me and the opener, she plays it. And one of the carriers comes up to me and goes, I heard you talking about Pokemon Go the other day. I'm like, okay, so he plays it. Another one comes up and goes, you play Pokemon? I'm like, yeah. It's cascading. I mean, I don't know how many people play, but it's a lot.
I want a cool question, like an inside question or something that we can say to people. Not, hey, do you play Pokemon? We'll like walk up and say, instinct, level 15, and see if they say something back to me.
Or you can walk up and say,
What you got, man?
giggly.
So now, you can't duel other players that you just meet randomly on the street yet, right?
Not that I've seen.
Okay, so you have to go to a gym to have to compete.
You
Yeah.
have to do them.
You think that'll be a good addition? You think that's coming? Where at some point in the time they'll release an update where you can actually like fight another Pokemon owner in the street when you're walking around?
They say we're close to having the ability to trade with people, but not so much battle with them.
I believe the logistics behind the idea about battling just random people without using a gym, for instance, is, to put it in one word, nightmarish. So it would be.
That would be a computational problem.
That would take from the going out and being with people. You would have like, you and your kids playing, and it would you and your friends playing instead of just going out and talking to strangers and meeting in dark alleys and shit.
I was gonna say wandering through parks at night.
Yeah, large groups of people singing while they're threatening your life.
Leave you in a van right over there.
I did have an experience yesterday that was pretty cool. I got to a gym, and it was yellow, or I beat it, and it went to yellow because I went to put mine in there, and somebody beat me to it. They had put one in, and it was yellow, same team as me. So here I am fighting it and boosting it up, while there's people all over. It was a country singer, Tracy Lawrence, was there in Warsaw, and he was singing this, so we're out just doing this, all right? So here I am trying to beef it up, while these other two guys that are like right next to me are trying to knock it down, and they're like, "Did you do that?" And the other one's like, "No, that wasn't me." And we're like, "Well, it must be those people over there." So I'm like, me and one other person are trying to beef it up, while everyone else is trying to knock it down. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nerd! Nerd!
Geek.
What? Hey.
Oh, well, we were at the, there was an anomaly in Portland for Ingress, so of course there were hundreds of people here for Ingress playing. So there's a bunch of Enlightened players, because we're obviously on the Enlightened, and we were all getting ready to do our, split into teams and stuff, and I walked up to people, they knew who I was. I mean, I walked up to people, I went, "What a bunch of nerds!" And they all looked up and laughed. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm all decked out in green, too. I haven't met Pokemon players yet, but I will.
You don't know any, or you have any?
What?
You don't know any? Is that what you said?
All right, slow down.
No, I haven't done it to any yet.
Oh.
Right, in front of the bottle of peanut tray.
I was riding the Max home the other day, and I told DJ I was having a really hard time catching a Pokemon, and that there were like a bunch of 10-year-old kids on the Max, and I said I should have gone up and asked one of them to catch it for me because they'd probably be better at it than I am.
I wasted, no joke, I think 22 Pokeballs on a Zubat outside work.
Those are the thing I can't catch.
Because they fucking move. Every time you throw the thing, they're like, "Nope, I'm over here." Get the fuck out of here.
And my first response is, "It's a Zubat. I'm just going to leave it alone now."
But you gotta catch them all, right?
I'm finding out the other problem is that because my thumb doesn't work, I'm having a really hard time because I can't bend it in the middle, and so I can't like aim and flick it. So I always have to hold it in one hand and flick with my index finger.
You're in good company. No finger of mine is good at throwing a Pokeball on that phone. It doesn't work. It does not work. If I get one on the third try, that's an A+.
You guys catching Pidgeys. Those seem to be.
After we discovered the secret to evolving Eevees, I haven't seen another Eevee since, and they were all.
Wait. What's the secret?
It worked for me today. I put in Sparky. It was the only one I haven't had yet.
So you just have to rename it?
Yeah, if you rename it Sparky, it turns into the electrical version. If you rename it Rainer, it turns into the wet version. If you name it...
You're flipping me off, whatever that name is.
whatever the third one is, it turns into the fire on. So
You name it, well, yeah, you know, it turns into some shit. Dude.
now I got the fire one just by random draw, and then I have one Eevee sitting there waiting for candy so I can evolve it, named Sparky.
Yeah, I did today and it worked, but I don't know if that. I don't know if it will or not. I mean, it did work, but I don't know if it worked because I named it that, or just because it's a 1/3 chance and it just happened to.
So no, apparently that's the thing. People are posting it all over the place, and they say it works all over. So,
Oh,
so if you feel like you need another Flareon, name that son of a bitch whatever it is to get the fire one.
no, hell no. If I ever evolve another one, I'm totally going with the water one with it because they seem to be the most powerful.
You want to introduce the chili formula? You want to introduce the fucking burger and the chili formula?
No, it's a burger and chili.
I'm just fucking around.
Burger and chili?
Yeah. We cooked earlier, made burgers, put chili on top.
Well, let's be specific. We stuffed the burger with pepper jack and jalapeno, grilled it up, put some cheese on top, put some chili on top of the cheese, put some more cheese on top, and eat the burger.
Wow.
So
Yeah, it was delicious. Absolutely delicious.
I had a bunch of alcohol left over from a party in Puerto Rico, and Bob and I, was it you, Bob? No, maybe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liquid Death?
So Bob and I created what I termed the Black Death. It was like a 5-gallon water jug that it was just random, like tequila, gin, other stuff.
A lot of Bacardi because we just came back from the Bacardi factory.
A pound of sugar.
A pound?
Yeah.
Because of all the Kool-Aid we mixed in with it that required sugar.
Well, it wasn't Kool-Aid. It was a package of a cherry mix stuff.
No, well, it was. I mean, it was a little bit of everything, but the primary ingredient was black cherry Kool-Aid that required sugar. And once it was mixed together, it was fucking black. So we took it down to share it with people, letting everyone know it was the Black Death. And one guy took a taste of it. He's like, "This isn't alcoholic." So he took this huge guzzling, a whole bunch of it. There's no alcohol in this at all.
Ah, it doesn't taste like it. Oh, no.
Well, if I understood correctly, what he did later on that night was he hovered over the toilet and just hurled his guts out completely. He didn't believe us that it was alcoholic. And I guess he was ranting because he was drunk.
Crap.
Nice.
It's escaping!
Yeah, you could not taste the alcohol in it at all, but I mean, it was.
That, I would say, is what's called a marketable drink.
The problem is it was dangerously alcoholic.
So,
Yeah. So people were like chugging 2 and 3 glasses, and then they get up to get another one, and just like fall. I mean, it was like, yeah, it could have been very bad.
I know that there was Jack Daniels in it. I know there was vodka. I know there was rum. I know there was gin. I know there was.
Everything we had, dude, we poured it all in.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to remember everything I had left. And basically, it was Bob, hand me the bottle. Which one? All of them.
Yeah, once we had them all, we were doing a thing. We were like double-handing it, just kind of like pouring it in. And
what are you talking about? Something
If we were scientists, we would probably have this bubbling things coming. We should have had dry ice, Bob. That would have made it that much cooler.
yeah, it would have.
Tomorrow we're going to take this off and wash it.
Stop eating peanuts.
Huh?
We bought the green one, and it seems to me like you never intend to use it.
I told you if we get a different rug.
Let's go buy a different rug.
Okay.
So we spilled some stuff on the couch, and she's been telling me for a while that she wants to take the cover off and wash it because it's actually an IKEA couch, so you can remove the cover. And I have a green one that I want to put on here. And the next show will have a green cover on the couch, so you will get to see the green couch live on the internet.
Wow. Hey, today we bought a 2 terabyte external hard drive, or the external memory, because me and my brother will be doing the whole music thing, and yeah.
I have one beside me.
Nice.
I think mine's 3 terabytes though.
We got a whole lot of music to go through, and there's an app that lets you like mix music that you have. Please hold. Operators are standing by. Okay, here it is. The app, I guess, is called a virtual DJ. That's cool because you're DJ. Yeah, I'm gonna download that and see what I can do with that. Sounds like fun. We got a ton of music. He said that the terabyte that he had, it was more than a quarter full of music and karaoke.
Okay.
So we got all that equipment, and we're gonna start playing that game. It would be great if I can quit my job and do that full time. Seriously, like hang out in a bar for 4 hours and get paid.
I know there's the pralines and the pecan one, and then there's the salted caramel if you want it.
Well, that's yours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so salted caramel, vanilla bean, lemon drop, pralines and cream.
Yeah.
Okay, we have pralines and cream.
Okay. I wouldn't say no if you brought me the salted caramel one. Well, actually, yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, bring it here. I'm gonna have another toadstool, folks.
Yeah. Did your buddy leave?
He just stepped outside.
Oh.
He'll be back in a minute.
You gonna rub one out, or what's going on?
On the phone.
Oh! Yeah, that was totally my second guess. Oh yeah. Toadstool.
Oh yeah. Oh. I should have brought snackies.
Mine is pralines and cream.
Ooh, that looks good.
Mine is salted caramel. Got a lot of chocolate on it, so I'm not going to be eating quite as heartily as I was before. And
those are one-biters.
Oh, sweet baby red.
So the band Foreigner was at the thing tonight. We went to the county fair for her company picnic. But we ended up leaving before they went, and it's like I don't remember anything that Foreigner sang anyways. So
Don't Stop Believing?
they sang that one?
Yeah.
Oh wow, nice.
Well, you know,
Don't know by him.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
when 9/11 happened, and they banned all flights from flying all over the place for a while, and they wouldn't let anyone into the countries that didn't belong there, Foreigner wasn't allowed to go anywhere.
They had to drive places.
No, I think they just had to circle in the air because they couldn't land.
Wow.
That's a.
I probably know a lot of their songs. I probably have a lot of their songs. I just couldn't think of anything. Nor do I know how to spell Foreigner, apparently.
Well, like for my first experience with Kiss, for instance, I had been hearing about Kiss this and Kiss that, and one of the buddies that hung out all the time had Kiss albums all over the place, and I couldn't tell you that I had ever listened to Kiss. But as he starts playing something, I mentioned it to him one night, so he plugs one of the albums in, and it starts playing. I'm like, hey, I know this. He's like, yeah, you probably know a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
And I did. I did know a lot of their stuff.
I saw Kiss. I saw Kiss right after high school, I think.
And when they came back, I didn't get to
It was the original 4 members, and they were in full makeup.
Cool. I see him in full makeup, too. That day, I saw 2 guitars explode. Because they blew one up and Ted Nugent blew one up.
The day we were going to deploy to Puerto Rico, they wanted us all sequestered in that stupid gym at like 11 o'clock or 10. It was a weird hour. It was like 10 or 11 p.m. And White Zombie had a huge concert in Biloxi that night. So I was like, oh, I totally want to go, but I can't because I got to be at this stupid gym. So drug all the crap in. I sat there with all the other poor saps that had to be there, and then this group of people came in, and I don't know where they kept their equipment while all this happened, but they're like, we just came from White Zombie, and I'm like, oh, you fuckers.
I knew it was going.
I saw
There's 2 I don't have. And I just buzzed.
Hey, the blockbuster one?
There they both are. Execute is one.
Yeah,
That's the one with a whole bunch of eggs. And the other one is the Bat's Evolution.
Golbat.
Yes. I'm impressed. You guys are really getting this Pokemon shit down. All right, I have that one now.
I have one.
I had an Execute, like the 4th Pokemon I caught was an Execute.
I got one of those guys the other day, so.
That was a 348 Execute I just got.
Wow.
And I would like to point out that every time I have a day off and have a chance to go downtown in Portland to do the game crashes and I can't even open it the entire time we're out.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. Which is why I'm level 10 and she's level 708.
I have 3 Executes and they're all 14.
Oh, I just got the Golbat. Let's see what level he is, or what. 79.
Mine is 108. Oh, I didn't show you this guy. I got this guy the other day, too. Mankey.
Mankey?
Mankey, yeah.
Yeah. It's man and monkey, like, kind of together.
Okay. And, I got one of those Meowths that DJ had before.
Yep, I have a Meowth.
And I have both the girl and boy Nidoran now.
I just got the 2nd evolution, one of those today.
Can those mate to make a, I don't know, other thing, or no?
No, they just call them that. I don't know why. I think that in the actual games you can do that. In the game, you can drop them off the Poke Center. No, not the Poke Center. The breeding thing, and you can get an egg from them. So you can, like, as your
have said you can drop them off at the Blurgfargle, and I would have believed you.
I got this Voltorb.
Voltorb, awesome.
And then I got both of us this guy here. I thought it looked like a really sexy squirrel.
I totally wanted him. He turns into a 9-tailed huge thing.
Wow.
But he was walking around. I was in Sam's Club today, and I was looking all over for that fucker. He kept showing up at 3 steps away.
Costco's another good place to find him.
Even my boy could play, because it was, oh, he had internet there. They have Wi-Fi.
Ours did too in North Dakota. We had Wi-Fi in our Sam's Club.
So how often do you find that you can actually connect when you try to load the game? Because I've experienced, now I haven't played very much, but I would say maybe 4 to 5 out of 10 times I can't load it because the servers are down or there's some connection problem or something going on.
I had more than 400 crashes in the first 48 hours.
There was a lot of people trying to play all at once, though.
I believe it.
For the first week, I couldn't even get it to load until 6 or 6:30 at night, and then it would finally work in the evening. But these last couple of days, I've had a lot better luck.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started playing it, I would be able to click on something to catch it, for example, and then when it would go back out to the map, I would have to restart the game because I couldn't click on anything else. Or if I hacked Pokestop or whatever you call it in this game.
So you have one action at a time before you have to reload.
Yeah, I would have to start the game again. So that it did that for days. And
How many times did you reload per day? Because I would absolutely be on that stuff. I'd be like, all right, got this, reload, got this, reload.
yeah, 50, 60, 100. I mean, I take public transportation downtown so I'm on it for like an hour, and so I get a lot of gameplay during that if the game works.
So I'm busy making sure that my guild can handle the Rancor. I'm on the second Rancor now because my A squad, which of 4 I have 4 left, are laying waste to that sumbitch right now.
What is this magic right here? Kevin, is this the same Star Wars game you play?
Yeah.
Nice.
So he's way higher level than I am, but...
No, he's fighting a boss right there.
Well, yeah. There's different stages.
So yeah, it's I'm in the guild that we're a part of on this game. I'm the highest ranking one just because I was the first to play. But so whenever I start a raid, I let other people get a shot at it before I go. If I start a raid and I set my A squad in there, I can take out the Gamorrean guard, which is the first step, and half of the Rancor before he kills my three characters, all by myself.
Damn.
So is that a challenge thing you're doing right now? Trying to kill the Rancor by yourself?
Yeah, we actually got pulled up.
Well, no, not yet. I gave everybody else a shot for a full 24 hours before I jumped in.
So that's
I can start another raid tomorrow, which means we need to really work on to make sure that this Rancor dies.
Number 1 is me, number 2 is him right now.
So you killed the Rancor?
No, I knocked out the gourd like by 50%, like I got to here on the first part.
Okay.
I think I may have passed Bob just barely on our levels. I'm level 71 now.
Nice. I'll have to get on mine and see where I'm at.
You're 70.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
What happened, Bob? You let a girl pass you?
I'll tell you what happened. Fucking Pokemon Go happened.
Well, that and
Yeah, that's fair.
we had the other account. I mean, so you're splitting your time there too. And
What were you doing during the time where it was crashed for 6 and 7 hours at a time? What you should have been playing Star Wars, Bob.
Turn it off, downloading it, turn it off, download. I kept like going fucking nuts. Yeah, I was playing Star Wars, but
Dedication right there.
yeah. Uh-oh.
You don't want to work for me? You don't want to work for me? Uninstall. I'm going to get you again.
it looks like me
Right,
and
okay, so here.
level 71 in our guild, so I'm now tied for second place with 4 people total. I started playing quite a while after you guys did too, but I mean,
And
to
the,
be
o-
honest, I have more time on my hands.
and the only reason I'm only level 80 is because I'm at the max level right now that there is, so catch up while you can.
Hey. Nothing you can do if there's a limit.
Well, I hit the 60 limit when they made it to 7, just before they made it to 70. So then I got to 70 just before they made it to 80, and I hit 80, and now I've been stuck at 80 for like 3 weeks. So I'm like, where is the routine coming here? I need the 90 now. Come on.
It's
No,
fun.
please, keep it capped for a bit, because I'm in the Galactic War and it just doesn't work.
That Galactic War is, I mean, I can get to
I can't win anymore.
the last 3 or 4 battles, and then it's like, it's fucking impossible to beat anybody.
I know. It's like they have the A squad of Rainbow.
Yeah, I can't beat the last team ever anymore. I can get to the last one, and then I can't make it.
My last one was so hard, it took me 20 characters to take out 2 characters, and I didn't have anybody strong enough to last with the 3 characters that were left.
So you could rotate them in mid-battle?
Yeah, it's Galactic War where you go up against other players.
Gotcha.
Teams.
No, you cannot rotate them in mid-battle. You can back out, but if they die and you go through the rest of the battle to the end, or if you all die, in this particular setting, you lose those characters until you restart the Galactic War.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, which is why it's frustrating.
It's frustrating. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, it's this screen.
What do you got?
Basically, these boxes are, prizes, but like these are fights.
Okay.
And you have to fight other team ups of like people's characters.
You preset these, or is it all live?
It's all like dynamic.
Okay.
Like you can like build your teams like this.
Carrot cake was amazing.
We're talking about sex and toadstools.
Sex and toadstools?
Sex and toadstools, yeah.
Having sex on a toadstool?
Well, he's talking about sex, and I'm talking about cupcakes.
Yeah,
So
that is
that's
true.
how this conversation is working. Is we're basically ignoring each other.
That's legit. Now,
They're kind of like the Foremans.
Hey, something, Bob.
Huh?
Oh, what is that?
951. Holy cow!
what is that?
That's the Gold Duck is his name. It's the Psyduck's evolution. And I named him one.
951. What's the highest CP Pokemon anybody's ever caught? That's got to be up there.
Oh, I don't know. As far as highest ever caught, I think I caught over 500. This one here, once I evolved him, he shot right up, but I
Right.
didn't catch him this high.
Is there a forum or is there a leaderboard or something like that that says the highest CP somebody's evolved a Pokemon or hatched one or bred one to?
I don't know. Let's find out.
There definitely isn't anything within the game to look at yet. I don't know if there's any websites or anything that are
Right, that's what I'm wondering. Because
more stat sites.
that seems pretty high to me.
A lot of times when we go by the gyms, I'll see them. I've never seen anything over 2,000, but I almost never see anything below 1,000 in a gym.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
that is right here.
So far.
But that's because people are putting the effort into evolving them and leveling them up. Because I know for me the highest I caught was at 540, but my highest is 730, and that's because I did the power up stuff the whole
Yeah.
time.
So at this point in time, Pokemon goes out for what? Maybe like 3-4 weeks?
2, I think.
I like that.
I don't even think it's been out that long. I mean,
In your experience, when you go and try to battle at a gym, what's the average or what's a good power level to be at before you can even think of trying to do something?
Well, I'm level 10, and I don't even want to do that yet because I keep getting my ass handed to me.
Right, I'm level 5. I just got to level 5, and I just want to explore the situation. But
Okay,
by
so here's the
second
thing.
course, I'm probably going to get his ass kicked.
as long as my characters' CP are at least above 300, I've been doing okay, even against some that are 1,000.
Okay. Nice, dude.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
some.
yeah. Wow.
But here's the thing that I learned is that there's some gyms that I totally couldn't take out with just one. But if they only had 1 or 2 in there, I was able to use, like, you have 6 that you could use. So you go in there, and your first one dies right away, your second one dies right away, but your third one takes out their guy, and now their second one comes out. And if you go through all 6 years and you still haven't done it, then it's probably too high for you. But if you can wear them down a little at a time with 6 Pokemon, then you come out with the... once you beat it, now you hit your revives up in your items list, you revive your guys, you heal them back up, and you go in again. So.
And I have won several battles at gyms, but I have not taken over one yet. Although last night when we were driving home, when I was playing both of our games, I did completely take out a gym with DJ, and his characters are lower level than mine. But we weren't there long enough to stick anything in. Like I have not had anything in a gym yet. I've beat other people, but I have not taken one over or managed to get any of my characters into one. And earlier in our podcast, the gym that's like 4 blocks away was neutral. I seriously wanted to run out there, but now it's red.
That's weird. finding a neutral gym now. I mean, that first week, sure, but now finding a neutral gym is like crazy.
I didn't play the first few days because I know when you guys had that first podcast, I was asking you guys a lot of questions, and I learned a lot from the other Kevin because I don't. I mean, and of course you, because I know zero about Pokemon, but I've played Ingress, so at least I've got some sort of a background. So I didn't play those first few days. So by the time I was finally in it, I was like barely starting, and all of the gyms that I ran across had people that had over 1,000 CP already, and I'm like, you know, in the double digits.
Yeah.
It's a week.
For new players, though, I mean, here's something I totally suggest doing is saving up your evolutions. Like, you've got enough, you have enough to do it, don't do it. Save them up, and then drop a lucky egg, which doubles your experience points, and then you just go in and you level them all up with your double experience, and your levels, you'll level faster that way.
Huh. So don't evolve any Pokemon just yet.
I mean, you can. You, by all means, you totally can. But after you go to the gym the first time and pick yellow, then you can.
Nice little subtle pitch. I like that.
Use a lucky egg when you know you're going to be really active on the game for the next 30 minutes because it doubles your XP for 30 minutes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah. And I noticed that at level 12, I started picking up those great balls.
Yep.
Okay.
I noticed those started popping up. Also, I've noticed that even if my inventory is full and I can't pick anything else up, I still gain 50 experience points for each Pokestop I try to hack. Even though I don't get any goods out of it, I do still get XP.
Wow.
So that would be something I would also say, I would also recommend always hitting those, even if you know that your inventory is full, because you're going to gain experience points.
I've learned more about Pokemon Go in these 40 minutes than I have just playing the game myself. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go outside for a second. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Well, we have professors here.
Oh, Owly.
Who?
New Owly book.
So, we are friends. I'm on friends on Facebook with the guy who makes this comic, Owly, Andy Runton.
Yeah.
So I should totally tag Andy Runton.
Get him on the show.
The what?
Bring him on the show one time.
I don't know if he has a Google Plus account. Let me check.
Everybody's got a Google account. How can you survive without a Google account?
Everybody does not have a Google account.
What? All right, so I've got like nothing nearby, so I threw down an incense. Nothing is still nearby.
He's got a Google account.
The one thing, I don't know if this makes more sense to you, Bob, knowing Pokemon again, is I know that there are different characters with different types of attacks, you know, fire, water, earth, psychic, blah, blah, blah. Do you know just offhand, like, which one trumps which other one? So if you're in a fight between a psychic and a fire, which one beats?
I had it printed out. I have it with me down here now because it's not as easy. I mean, you have your grass beats fire, the other way around. Fire beats grass, grass beats water, water beats fire. But there's also dragon and fairy and dark and steel. And then you also have multiple ones where you have like psychic fire and stuff like that.
I also heard that hand beats meat.
Wow. Yeah, I would imagine so.
Awkward. Oh, hey, I should reveal the cover to the YouTube that's going to be on later. Whenever we're done recording, I can upload a cover onto the YouTube video so that you can't see the normal screenshots that it takes randomly. So let me load up the image, and I will totes show it to you. So, okay, so screen share this bad boy. Wait, cancel. Click on me so that all the viewers at home can see this. Screen share this bad boy. And boom! There it is.
Oh. Some point tonight we should probably talk about strippers.
Well, why don't we talk about strippers now, and I'll just leave this image up, and they can just hear us talk. Oh, and we also got Thumbs Up Girl down there, in case you didn't notice. I've named her Tiffany.
Oh.
She's our mascot. And she doesn't even know it because she's stock photograph.
I would think that Tiffany would have her shirt off.
Well, Tiffany's been with us for at least 6 episodes because I started putting Tiffany on the cover photos a while ago, and Tiffany's been a big fan of ours, as you can tell by her thumbs up enthusiastically.
No.
Okay, stop. There we go. Hopefully, YouTube will choose that automatically, and I won't have to upload it, but I'll upload it anyway.
So after I took your advice and stepped out for a moment, this is where I'm at right now. Can you see this?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you went blue.
I don't know. I just clicked around the screen and decided.
Okay. Yeah, touch your screen now if you're at a gym, and you pick one of those 3.
Yep.
Yellow.
Go yellow.
Yeah.
We went yellow.
Listen, a bunch of white people are telling you to go yellow. Go yellow.
I don't know, man.
Oh.
Because red is like, Valor is like, let's go. They're strong. We're going to kick some ass. Let's go.
I told you, Valor is like walking around with an erection all the time. It's just too much effort.
I think I'm going Mystic, to be honest with you guys.
Boo! Boo! Get him out of your house, Metal Jesus. No, it's all fun. Whatever.
I'm going to throw a screenshot on here for Trish.
Yeah, Mystic it is.
Let's bring Bob up.
So here is your basic Pokemon chart.
There it is. Okay.
Oh,
Holy shit.
that's not very basic.
Yeah, that's about as basic as it gets.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
have some that only do half damage, you have some that do regular damage, some that do no damage, and some that do... So, you have...
That's like an octopus had sex with a spider, and there's so many legs you don't know what to do with it.
And then Chuck Norris showed up. Yeah, there's a lot to it, though. But obviously, if you have a fire, he's like totally weak to water. Where the hell's water at?
See, you're
Right next to fire.
There's water there, so it only does half damage there. This is the attacking type, and this is the defending type, and you can find these on here like all over the place.
Wow. Okay.
My brain hurts looking at that.
Yeah, right?
So
It's like a periodic table. I feel like I'm in chemistry class again.
Yeah.
am I still screen sharing? Because I don't want to anymore.
Yeah, you are actually still screen sharing. Well, at least that's what it tells us. Just, I don't know.
Sure.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it's weird because the button to hit the screen share again and turn it off is covered with an icon that says screen share, and you can't, like, get around that to hit the button.
Speaking of the periodic table, sodium, 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 Batman.
I get it.
She shook her head as soon as I said Batman. No. And I don't know if I had enough sodiums there, but it's pretty close.
That's a lot of sodiums. I'm a little upset that I just wasted this. There's no nothing near me still. Well, I got like 2 that are near me, but nothing's popping up. And
I don't know where I got my incense from, but I have another incense, and I'm half tempted to use it. But the last time I did it, incense. Apparently, it works better if you move while you're using it.
Thank you.
You would have gotten it from me leveling you up. That's a good effort, Bob, but I think you need walking.
Wow.
You have to move like so many kilometers, like so many points of a kilometer per 5 minutes.
Bam. So this is one of the big birds. It had a red circle around it though, so I don't know if that'll.
Now, do you still use the camera part to do the AR version of catching the bird?
I do. Apparently, this is a 587 Pidgeot.
Wow.
I stopped doing the camera for 2 reasons. One, if you don't do the camera, you don't have to hold the phone up in a stupid... What is that? Oh, that's the codex. I wanted to ask you about that, but hang on. You don't have to hold the phone up in awkward places, so like if you're riding on the train and all of a sudden you bring your phone up to the guy next to you, be like, I'm just catching Pokemon, and he's like, yeah, whatever. So,
Yellow.
so then... So you can just do, I mean, as soon as you catch it, you can just look down at it and do it from there. And the other reason is because of the creepy factor, which is somebody pointed out that, you know, if I was a foreign espionage master, the first thing I would do is download all the video footage everywhere from Pokemon Go, because it's all being collected for me, and then I would know what people were doing and where they're doing it.
Oh yeah.
They demoed with Niantic and Ingress.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Kingsman?
Yes.
Do you know in Kingsman how Sammy J gives everybody a SIM card that allows them to tap their phones and do the mind code? Yeah, Pokemon Go. Secret government conspiracy. Here we are.
There's going to be a sequel to that, by the way. It's called Kingsman: The Golden Circle, and it's where Bigsy, right? Eggsy. It's where Eggsy goes and helps the Statesmen, which are the American version of the Kingsmen.
Interesting.
That do whatever they do. So it's going to be in America.
Are they going to have Vin Diesel as the Triple X in that movie?
No. But I like the fact that they didn't try to do Kingsman over here. It was a Statesman. So I mean, it's
yes. Legit, absolutely.
I really love that
So many
movie.
balls on this little fucker.
Colonial spin?
What's up?
The Colonial spin?
Bob, throw a raspberry at that son of a bitch.
I did.
And you know, when you throw
Another
the
one
ball,
till I catch him.
you know when you throw the ball and miss and it rolls, you can click on it and you pick it back up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I thought you knew.
I have no idea. Are you really?
All right, Metal Jesus, by default, just pretend that Sir Rob doesn't know anything about Pokemon.
I don't know.
Go from that base. Because right now,
man.
all I'm hearing is, I'm Metal Jesus' friend, and he doesn't tell me anything, and now I feel stupid.
Dude, I can't even run the game on my phone and I know this stuff. What's your excuse?
Man, what the hell? Get this ball, you.
Is it a Pidgeot?
What I'm more impressed with is that Bob has Pokemon near his house. I have nothing where I live.
But we don't have anything where we live either, unless
I'll load the game and look at it and be like, come on, man, just give me something.
His CP is 587.
What is it?
A Pidgeot.
Get after it, man.
I'm really trying to catch it, and I don't know how many of these fucking balls I have left.
I think it tells you at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I got like 48 Master Balls.
All right, you got this.
Come on, get in there.
This is the part of the show where we quietly wait for Bob to catch the Pidgeot.
This is the evolution of esports, man. This is what's happening right now.
This time next year he'll be in South Korea.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is going to be an Olympic sport this year.
I was on Twitch the other day, and there are enough folks streaming Pokemon Go and enough folks watching that it's in the top 10 channels.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
What was I listening to today? Was it I think it was a TV show, they were saying that people like the way that I used to cook on the podcast.
Yeah.
That people love to watch other people do things.
In general, absolutely. More specifically, they enjoy watching other people fail.
No, not even that.
I think so. I think
Dude,
that
that's
draws
good.
more of a crowd than watching other people just have fun.
When I watch somebody play the UFC too, I am looking to see how they do things way differently than I do because I discovered that I am a one-dimensional digital fighter. I only know how to punch. I am not a ground game guy at all. I should just turn knockout mode on.
No, without a doubt. I 100% agree with you. It's very fascinating to watch different strategies, different people play different ways. But, and this harkens back to the popularity and boom of like reality TV these days, is that a lot of folks just like watching other people go through a little bit of shit. And it's kind of sad. It's like the Tool song, Vicarious.
Yeah. It's not everything's like Dark Souls. I mean, Dark Souls is...
No, it's not. No, I'm not talking about Dark Souls. I'm just talking about, don't get me wrong, like, I love watching people fuck up at Dark Souls, because I fuck up Dark Souls all the time. But,
You got him!
I got him.
you got him?
It took me 30 fucking Master Balls and 30 of the other ones, but 587.
Wait, what's a Master Ball?
I have in my inventory. It's a Great Ball. I don't have a Master Ball. Master Ball is like the Master one. So I got Pokeballs and Great Balls.
It's a ball that catches things better. How about that?
Better catch rate.
That's what I was thinking too.
So I wish I could stream my video games when I play, but the amount of equipment it sounds like I need to fucking have in order to do that, I just don't care to do it anymore.
It's so intricate. I mean, folks have their phones connected to their computers, connected to Twitch, that are streaming.
Why?
Record themselves doing this while they play the game.
Why can't I hook a Bluetooth microphone up to my fucking PlayStation and just stream from the PlayStation? It's got the fucking capability to do it. Why do I have to hook it to a computer, to a video camera, to a satellite, to a fucking fountain down the street that some hobo is whacking off on just to get the goddamn stream up onto Twitch? That's too much effort.
Choir, brother. Preach to the choir.
I feel like I went a little far there.
It's a little bit. Just a little bit.
Sorry to the hobo who was whacking off on his own time. Sorry.
Hobo, don't let that bother you. If you want to whack off on that, you go right ahead.
Yeah.
That's right.
And maybe it'll stream on Twitch. Oh.
Hey, it'll get some hits. I guarantee it.
This video says hobo masturbating. Let's check it out. Oh, God!
How they watch us. Not masturbating, but just, watching.
Is it me?
Why, if you haven't masturbated on a fountain?
I don't want to talk about it. I really don't want to talk about it.
Not in here. Not in there. Somewhere.
So,
Chris? Sure.
oh, hey Bob, I've got a gardening story to tell you.
You're alright.
What you got?
So, I had on our front porch deck area, I have all my garden this year. I have a big parsley plant so that I can feed bonsai parsley, which is my guinea pig. And I had 4 cucumber plants growing, but 3 of them decided to give up on life, so I just had 1 left. And so, like, a week ago, I noticed that my parsley plant looks like somebody took a lawnmower after it, and it's like all chopped up, and there's little bits of it laying in the pot and around it, and
Like rabbits.
No.
like what the hell?
No. Okay.
So I keep watering it, and the plant keeps growing. I mean, there's little nubs of it coming back up out of the dirt again. Then the other day, I'm walking up the steps, and when I look up, staring back at me is a squirrel sitting in my parsley pot.
Did you want some of this?
Totally curled up, sitting in the parsley pot. And he also ate my cucumber plant.
You accidentally planted squirrel seeds.
Well, I can only imagine the squirrel sitting there going, "Ah, fuck! Now she knows it's me."
Did I get? Oh, she caught me. All right. Well, let's get the cucumber. Get out of
There
here.
was one year where after the plants out there died, and I took the pots back in the house to replant things. When I dug the dirt out of them, I did find peanuts hidden in them, so I know the squirrels were hiding them in my garden.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, that's do that a lot.
They were in the shells, though. They weren't in, like, jars or cans or anything.
I've eaten half this bottle tonight. I love peanuts. I'm like a squirrel.
I made peanut butter today out of peanuts. I finished off the peanuts, the big can.
You know, Sarab, if you love nuts, I've got some for you.
Me too.
Yeah, but you can't get yours in your mouth, but you can get mine in your mouth.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that? You don't know me.
What freak are you?
He has no bottom ribs.
There's one of two things when he says something like that. He's either A, he searched the Soleil where he can bend into places that human beings shouldn't bend, or B, his nuts are dragging on the ground behind him as he's walking down the street.
Hey,
A little from
definitely not
column A, a
allowed.
little from column B.
Yeah, it could have been worse. You could have been like, you can't get your nuts in your mouth. You'd be like, yeah, I can, all three of them.
Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm drinking hard limeade right now, in case anybody's wondering.
I'm drinking a Fat Tire.
I got a crisp.
I am currently not drinking anything, but I do have something to show to the new guys.
I'm knitting a hat.
These are some things that I had made a while back. And these are Pokemon that I made out of perler beads.
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur. See, DJ didn't know that a while back.
Nope.
Um,
Flower turtle is what I was calling him.
here's a-
That's Squirtle right there.
That's Squirtle. Yep.
Oh, okay, I was looking at him the wrong way.
I don't know who that is. I have no idea.
That's Thor's rodent.
It's Thor's hammer. Yeah, Thor's rodent.
And I do have a couple of different Pokeballs. I have that one and that one.
You know, I need to knit a hat that looks like a Pokeball.
There you do. Oh, weird.
Charmander.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen one of those yet, but I probably will tomorrow before DJ does now.
Yeah. So, yesterday I told her I wanted to get some foam balls that really don't bounce and paint them up like Pokeballs and just hurl them at people.
Nice.
Stop eating peanuts.
You're addicted, dude.
I'm yelling at myself.
I believe this is the Master Ball.
That purple and white?
Everything's purple.
That?
Purple and white. Was that the color scheme?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the original Master Ball though has an M written on it, either on the top or on the little ball thing. There's a whole bunch of different type of Pokeballs you can get in the games, and I do have a very large one out there, the size of the Pikachu, which was a pain in the ass to make, of Ghastly. No, not Ghastly, but Ghastly's later evolutions. Ghastly is the ghost one. Have you guys caught Ghastly's yet?
Nope.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yes, I have.
I like Ghastly, but I like his last evolution the best.
No. I have not caught a Ghastly unless someone has caught it for me.
There's Ghastly.
Yeah, I've got one of those guys.
Yeah, I don't have him.
That looks like a chomp from Mario. That's awesome.
I know, right? I got Mario things in here too that I made. I had these freaking beads, and I was like, my family went away for vacation for a week, so I had nothing better to do than to make things with perler beads. So I went to the store and I just started buying different colors and making like a whole bunch of shit. And
Nice.
this is the Green Lantern, which I have here, or LOL if you could this one.
Excellent. Although I was always more a Decepticon guy myself.
Now, I not only was a Decepticon guy, I was a combiner Decepticon guy. Oh, sorry, Bob, I didn't have that one up.
Oh.
So I'm a big combiner fan, and Menasor and Devastator, I think, top the list.
Soundwave superior, man. Constructicon's inferior.
I made a hat with one of those guys on it once. Oh, and I made hats of those guys too.
I mean, nice.
Oh, 3D one, nice.
So I just got a bunch of them because I had like nothing better to do. The family was gone and it was great.
You ever consider?
Nice.
Oh, that's excellent. I was gonna say, you ever consider putting any of those up on Etsy? Because the Link one with the 3 hearts, that's a buy for me right there.
Yeah, I didn't. I put them on that buy sell trade site one time. It was around Easter time, and I had some chicks and eggs made up, and nobody seemed interested at all. So here's my Cubichu. It's a Pikachu, but it's a little cube. I named him Cubichu.
Bob, you just had somebody tell you he would pay you for that 3 hearts right there.
Is that how you cut that?
He's not lying.
Now, don't let him hear this, Bob, but charge him 4 times what you actually want.
I approve.
I don't even know what's going on. What are we talking about?
I'm working out a good deal for you. That's what I'm going to call it. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's right.
Last Christmas when I did that Geek the Halls craft show here, there were a lot of people that made things out of those little beads, and they were all geeky themed, and most of them were being sold as like Christmas tree ornaments. Ooh,
Yeah. One of my buddies at work when I lived in California, his wife Eric would make Goombas as like Christmas tree ornaments and Koopa Troopas, and he told me that he was that she was selling them, and it was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed doing it, but it was basically like I did one, and they leave for vacation. And I was like, I went to the store and I just bought more.
Yeah.
Oh, who's this? Someone's next to me. Oh, it's another fucking bird.
How are there Pokemon near where you live? I live in a dead zone, I swear.
A lot of the ones I caught from my recliner, which is great.
Now, I want you to know
Look,
that
you know what? I think this is some rigged stuff going on right here.
Bob literally lives in the middle of nowhere.
I don't think it's legit Pokemon catching right here.
Look at the, if you look at my map here, you can see that I have like no Pokestops, no Pokegyms anywhere near me.
Oh.
There is one stop way down the street here, and that's around a church. So what I have to do is I go over there, I get the Pokestop. Oh, is it there? Yeah, there it is there. I was watching from the other side. And then what I do is you can get those Pokestops every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So then I pull up my timer, and I set my timer for 5 minutes, and I walk around the gym, and when it beeps, or when I walk around the church, and when it beeps again, I go back to that, and I hack it again. So I make like 3 or 4 laps around the church when I'm out of Pokeballs just to restock my inventory.
And then you come home and you sit in your chair and you catch CP 500 plus Pokemon just sitting down.
Yeah, I just sit in my chair and catch them. Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Oh, there's another one. Here's a Weeping Bell.
Oh, I was going to cut you.
Oh.
I caught a Weeping Bell fairly early on, too.
Bam. I know I already have one, but I don't have the 3rd evolution of this one, so I want to...
I don't either. I need to get that one.
Yay!
Bob, if you haven't been getting the notification, Star Wars is giving out like 350,000 credits like 3 or 4 times a day lately. For the new mods that are out, so maybe you want to double check to see if you got some of that.
Hey guys, I'll be back in a few minutes. So my buddy's taking off.
Yeah, I have to get home, guys. It's midnight out here, so it's.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll add you to the circles of this show, and then you can join from home.
That would be amazing.
It's midnight here too.
Awesome to meet all you guys.
I've told him and tried to get him on the show, but you know, finally I convinced him.
I had a free evening.
Well, we drink, we talk, and normally we would be on for another hour and a half at least.
I'm all.
We're pretty awesome.
Yeah, Bob and I are pretty awesome. And Metal Jesus is okay too.
Yeah, he's all right. You know, I known him a long time. He gets by. It's fine.
Hi.
Hi.
No,
Hello. Have a good night, everyone. Really nice to meet you.
Bye.
We're live recording a
I'll be
podcast
back.
on the internet. So I'm up.
So I'm logging on to the Star Wars Galaxy of Hope game.
Galaxy of Heroes.
Galaxy of Heroes, yeah. I don't know why I said Galaxy of Hope.
I don't know why-
Hope or something. So, do you have a Nintendo 3DS?
No, I don't.
When you get that, it comes with a small packet that has small cards, and you have this particular card right here. And what you do with this is you set it down, your game reads it, and all of a sudden you can play a 3D thing. Oh, Trish, you'll want to hear this too. So when you buy the 3DS, you can get, it comes with this small pack of cards, and that's one of the ones that it comes with. And then you have games and stuff that you can play using this, to where like you can like bring your table up and you can warp your table. Your table will open up and there's a hole there, and you can then use your fishing pole to fish into the little hole. But there's a lot of cool things you can do with that. I have one that is about, oh, I don't know, it's pretty big. It folds in half. Folded in half is about like that. So I can have my Wii, I think I posted this on Facebook, bigger than I am. Well, here's what I seen though. I seen it online. This is pretty impressive. I think it was in Japan they did this. They had a giant robot statue out in the courtyard. So they took a whole bunch of sheets and they sewed them together and they drew that icon onto all these sheets to where it was huge out in the courtyard. So they had this guy's me from the roof. They were taking a picture of it, and they were able to make his me the size of this giant robot fighting it.
Wow.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of sort of like an augmented reality type situation then too, right? Kind of like the way Pokemon superimposes the game, you know, over whatever your camera sees.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to do a quick search here for giant AR cards.
Oh, AR, augmented reality.
Yeah.
Caught on now.
And go to images. And there's some pretty badass ones here. Oh, here's the one with the... I'll pull this one up. And I will screen share this so you guys can see it. So here's one of them. It's like, here's the building. So his AR is the size of the, or his little Wii guy is the size of the building. So that's cool. I don't know if that's one also. It might be. Yeah. Well, no, that's just, you can see his hand here. So this one here is actually like in his hand. This other one though, this one here, they had taken a bunch of sheets and hooked them together in the courtyard, and they were viewing it from somewhere else. But it's pretty cool, some of the games that you can play from there. And you can pose your Mii's in like any different directions and things, and it's really cool. But, yeah, giant AR cards.
Wow.
And I'm trying to click on this again. Ah, there we go.
Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but screen sharing, if you have a separate window up, it'll give you the option to screen share your current window, your other window, or your desktop. So when I do the pre-roll, like I just did for this show, I screen shared that app that played that, and then I just went back to the...
Oh.
And so that's behind the curtain for everybody, because trying to go back with some a little bit of new music, because that on our 100th anniversary, which is probably going to be a 5 or 6 hour spectacular.
Probably on Saturday.
It's what?
Probably going to be on a Saturday.
Well, I guarantee it's going to be on a Saturday. So a 6 hour spectacular. It's going to be the first released episode on audio on a audio feed in 3 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, so who do I have close to? Yeah, I should have gone with that one. Alright, so I just logged in on the Star Wars one, and I'm not seeing where you can get a chance to win these. Do they pick somebody at random, or do you have to put in for it?
It shows up in your inbox.
It's in that envelope thing, the inbox, the email.
Yeah. So if you don't have one in there, maybe it's because you haven't been on so long that they forgot about you.
Well, they can go fit the ring for.
Yeah.
Or maybe I've gotten it. I don't know. What I'll do is I'll pull up my inbox and I just start hitting okay. I don't really like to read what stuff is. Ooh. Finish him. It's very warm out in this apartment. It's nice and cool in the house.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
We invite Laura on all the time, and she's giving us the metaphorical finger every time. So.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be on the show. She doesn't want other people to see her.
Well, you know what? Sometimes we should have an ambush. I would call it an ambush makeover, but we would just have her on camera. So it would just be an ambush on camera.
Yeah. Yeah, she could be on the show and she won't even know about it. Like, okay, here's Laura when she's asleep. I'm sure she'd be okay with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I won't hear her complain about it.
You totally need to take a vacation out here, Bob.
I'd like to.
I would like you to, and I would even take time off, or we could coordinate my leave with your vacation.
Yeah, that would be cool.
The amazing thing about living in Portland is that people want to come here.
Yes.
Compared to where we lived before. Like, you see tourists wanting to be here.
Now.
Not people like in North Dakota that were there in the summer because they had to come back for their family.
Now, as soon as I buy my military time back, I get 3 weeks of vacation then next year to bid on weeks to take off, and I don't know, maybe I can convince someone to make a trip out to Indiana for a while.
Oh, to Indiana?
Yeah, we know this guy there.
I know people in Indiana.
I would be happy to shit in your toilet.
It's weird how many people say that.
You know, part of my superpower is being able to clear a room, so just imagine what I can do through a door.
Wow. Alright, so I'm fighting this big beast. He's at 45%. I thought when I got on earlier he was a lot lower than that, though.
That was the other Rancor that I totally whooped ass.
Gotcha.
I'm fighting him right now, too.
Oh, nice. See, it doesn't show that on here. Now, the other day when I was playing that, doing that Pokemon fighting gym thing, it showed 2 here, which meant that there was 2 of us who were fighting at the same time. Now, one thing I heard, though, which makes me question picking yellow is that suppose this I heard yesterday for the big events when they have like these big old legendary ones coming in and everybody's fighting at them and stuff. Whichever team has the most points wins something, or like has a chance to get them or something like that. Well, if there's the fewest in yellow, they're going to have the fewest damage, in theory. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know if I would be interested in doing the big event type things like we do for Ingress. I mean, the only reason one anomaly happened to come to Sioux Falls, which was relatively close to us in North Dakota, and then of course the one that happened in Portland here was here, so that was easy to attend. But I don't know if I would go out of my way to do Pokemon. I guess I couldn't say I wouldn't.
They've already had a few of them around here, but then they also have. I never heard of spontaneous Ingress parties. They've been having those with this. You guys heard about that, right?
No.
Like a couple people go to a gym and they're fighting it, and while they're there, other people come there, and then they don't leave because now there's a whole bunch of them there. And the longer they're there, the more people keep coming in, and the more people are coming in, the less these people want to leave. And there's like hundreds of people showing up, and they just call them spontaneous Poke parties. They're all over, and it sounds really cool. True story.
Where did Metal Jesus go?
No. Oh. Ah.
You can't be tired. I've been up since 3:17 this morning.
I'm probably going to cut my side a little short this time due to the I was in the sun for a lot of hours today, and I'm not feeling that hot today. We went to the Elkhart County Fair, which is where a event is going to happen, I believe, tomorrow for Pokemon. It's about, I don't know, 40 minutes from here. But, oh my gosh, this heat, I'm not used to the heat, man. They were saying that it was mid-90s, and with the heat index, it was 110. I'm not used to that.
I know that basically the whole center of the country is kind of in a heat bubble right now, because I know my mom has been saying too that it's really hot in North Dakota, also in the high 90s with the heat index over 100. Whereas today in Portland, I think 73 was our high.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, it was great here. But this coming week, the highs 88 one day, 90, 92, 94. So it's come down quite a bit. It used to be 99.
Wow.
But a lot of places here don't have air conditioning.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
So I just saw you looking at your watch. Today I saw an amazing, like a crazy amazing watch compatible with my phone. So also probably your guys' phones also. It had the round face, and then when you turn it a little bit, that's what opens it up, and it has like an amazing picture of like a digital, not the digital clock, but the analog clock, or which one has the hands? Like
Analog.
Well, it had that, and like an amazing picture of it with the multiple dials and all this stuff. And then as you turn that little thing on top, it's just kind of a little click this way, and it has the whole menu shows up, and it was really, really neat looking.
It's probably an Android Wear watch, whereas because we have iPhones, we have Apple Watches.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's what I was doing. Is I was looking at the forecast on my watch because I have the forecast right there. Oops, wrong button. Can't do this very well backwards. So when I click on that, then it'll bring up and it'll show me the degree by hour. You can tap it, and it'll go to like how much sun each hour, and then it'll go to precipitation, and then below it you get your 10-day forecast.
That's cool.
And so then it shows you what it'll be for the next 10 days, but that's just one of the features. And then it has different watch faces too. So, oh, there we go. So you can get like an analog face on it, or you can do the digital, or you can put a picture in the background of it, so you can have, you know, a photo of whatever you want in the background, or it's got some different animations and stuff. But I like the one that I have, because then it gives me the time, the date, the temperature, sunrise, sunset. It gives me my calendar in the bottom right corner, and then that little circle thing is kind of like a Fitbit. That's our activity. So it wants you to stand up at least once an hour. It shows you how many active calories you burn, and it counts your steps and stuff. So
that's cool.
That ring completes throughout the day based on your activity.
Nice.
So, and then my watch will, when my phone rings, it'll also ring on my watch, and it'll tell me who's calling, and I can take the phone call on my watch, or you know, answer it on my phone. And what else? I can text message, Facebook message. I get so when I use the public transportation, I use the bus stop app on here. And I can bring it up, so if I look at the schedule for the Max that's out by our house, I'll bring it up on my watch, and it'll tell me, like right now, that one is due. Oh, it's too bright. Well, it says one is due and one is coming in 34 minutes. So then while I'm getting ready or packing up or whatever at home, I can keep looking at my watch to see how many minutes away it is, because I know I need to allow myself 10 minutes to walk over there.
Right.
So it gives me the whole bus schedule on there, basically. There's a timer on it, Google Maps.
You both have iPhones now.
I was the first one to go all Apple, because I was scared to switch over initially, but once I got over, I'm like, fuck, I never want to go back. And I couldn't wait to get an iPhone. And then when I got an iPhone, it was complete, because then I had Apple everything.
Yeah. Now, I have like 2 iPods, but not iPhones. But I mean, you can. There's how many apps that allow you to use an iPod as a phone as long as you have internet access.
Correct.
You can even use the FaceTime app to make voice calls.
Yeah.
So you don't even need an outside app at this point on an iPad.
For those that have watched
iPod.
the first 5 episodes of The Greatest Show, that's how we did it. Is I had it on FaceTime, and I just screen shared it on each program.
Huh.
Nice.
Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah. I think those were Saturdays too, weren't they?
No, I don't think they were.
The last time that I had an Android phone was back right before Ingress came out for the iPhone. I had the Note 3, because I remember both you and I had the Note at the same time. And so I had the Note 3 until July of 2014, I think, is when Ingress came out on the iPhone for Apple. So then I switched back to my iPhone, and I've been there since, and I sold my Android phone. But yeah, we've got I have a MacBook laptop now too, and I have a iPad mini, and then I have a iPad Pro with the pencil. And my iPad mini has its own data signal, like it has a SIM card in it for T-Mobile. So we use the iPad for Google Maps when we leave the house and go on trips and need to know how to get places. Or I can also use it like if I'm on the Macs and I want to play Ingress for both of us. I have DJ's account on my iPad, so I can play there. Plus, with T-Mobile, they've got this really neat thing called Binge On, where a lot of the data for streaming video and music does not count towards your limit.
Oh, wow.
So on my iPad, I have a 5 gig cap of data per month for $10. But if I watch HBO Go, or if I listen to Pandora Radio, for example, it does not count towards my 5 gigabytes. And they have a huge list of participating data and or video and music services that do not count towards your data. So we'll go up to Sonic sometimes on the weekend because there's one in Vancouver in Washington, and we'll bring my iPad along, and as we're eating in our car, we'll watch Hulu or HBO or something on the iPad because it's free.
Yeah. Now, see, what I do for movies is I have that, let me pull it up here, the Showbox app. And that allows you to download movies to that onto your phone. Then once they're on here, you can go away from where you have your internet, and you can watch them. At Central Intelligence, I just watched that a couple days ago. I've gotten a lot of movies off of here. And so what I end up doing then is, like, while I'm driving to work, I'll be watching movies and stuff while driving to work. But everybody does that, right? And
Yes. So, a couple of weird things. I sent a message to Metal Jesus there a while ago asking where he was at. He told me he'd be back. And then when he shows up on camera, he goes, "I'm here." Really?
No.
And then, in case anyone was wondering, I kept holding my hand like this, and then suddenly there was a cat. Well, I used to put up the stop hand, don't come up, because I don't want her, but she took that as an invitation, so now that's how I invite her up to sit on me, is I hold my hand out, and she knows it's okay to come up then. My cat is backwards.
no, she took that as, you want me to pet you? I'll pet you.
So Metal Jesus, Bob is going to peter out on us because he's a party pooper.
Come on, Grandpa.
Yeah, probably about 12:30 here. I'm going to go ahead and bail.
All right. Well, we'll probably peter out here like 30 minutes to an hour, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh, I got another Pokemon here. Here's a Tauros, the four-tailed bull, three-tailed bull.
Not one of those guys.
Yeah.
Rub it in, Bob. Rub it in.
Oh. Will that help?
It'll help more than rubbing it out.
Okay. So this one is a 461 CP.
Wow.
So, okay, that is impressive. I have been sharing with, I know both of you, the Kintamayama Sumo channel.
Yeah.
Has anyone watched?
I have not. I'm sorry. I see you sharing it, but
We are 2 days away from the finale,
Yeah, blink.
and it's the best sumo wrestler in the world. Has been beaten like 3 times in the last 4 days. So
wow.
it's exciting. Jump on board, people. Sumo.
Sumo.
Because if you don't jump on board, I'm going to start wearing the sumo diaper and start doing sumo for you.
And nobody wants that.
Well,
well, except for us. I mean,
right.
yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
461. Just caught him.
Short, weird sleeves.
Yeah, they are weird sleeves, but
They're weird.
I had some limited options, so I took what I could get. Oh my God, you're gonna swim in those.
Oh, you want me? I wasn't gonna put them on. I was trying to fold them.
Oh,
The other one I I named Chuck Norris, and he only has 153, so I'm going to delete him.
Ow.
You are one hot city candidate. Well, that's not attractive.
Dipper.
There you go. I'm wearing my uniform.
I'm gonna get a picture of this.
Bob Turner.
Can't wait to see it.
She's gonna come on here. So I'm going. Well, you can't really see the shorts, but I'm going to be a city mail carrier. So I had to go pick out some uniforms because at the Union Hall they have people that just uniforms that don't fit anymore. They just leave them there because it's illegal to sell them, really. So. So I picked up some free ones because I'm a man of a certain girth, and I don't want to blow my entire clothing allowance immediately on clothes that aren't going to fit me long term. I want to wait a little while and then buy the ones that'll fit for a while. So I got a few of these, and then a couple pairs of shorts, a pair of pants, and I'm ready to go.
Ooh. I thought they had a button on top. That's
Ooh.
better.
And these, I'm packing those in would be totally pointless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are some shorts.
Very excited. Oh, and in my pith helmet, which is what this is
Oh,
to
wait.
protect me from the rain.
Right. And what I did when I first saw that is I went to
It's
What?
when I first saw that I went to the Google effects because I was thinking that there was an effect where you could have that kind of hat, and I was totally going to mock you and wear that kind of hat just like on here, and I couldn't get that to come up.
I feel like Raiden.
No, it's not like Raiden. You look like you're Brian Fellows. I'm Brian Fellows. You guys get that reference?
No, I don't know that one.
Oh,
Saturday Night Live. Brian.
Tracy.
Well, Tracy Morgan plays a character named Brian Fellows, and he's an animal enthusiast. But he says if you Google SNL Brian Fellows, I'm pretty sure you're going to find a lot of those skits. You only need to watch one. It's the same shtick over and over again.
Huh. I actually just turned the AR off on this, and oh my gosh, that looks pretty cool. Granted, it's not in my house, but it looks pretty cool.
Well, and what I've been told is that it also saves on the battery.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, because you're not using your phone, or you're not using the camera, right?
The camera is not constantly being turned on and off. Yeah, so.
When it comes to turning things off, I'm the guy.
Yeah. Yes.
There's all married guys with a guy.
Oh.
Wow. Check this, I got this today. Hyper potion.
Oh man, I just got super potions.
Yeah. Hyper potion gives you 200 points.
I did get this today though, which is it's alcoholic and it gets me drunk.
Yeah, I don't think we have any of those left. I did buy the big old case of those that have like the variety pack, but I was on vacation last week.
Who knew?
Yeah. I literally drank every day. I mean, I drink most days anyways, but I mean, not enough to get drunk, but like we went and saw, I finished those off, we went to the fairgrounds, and they had a demolition derby thing happening that night. And you're not supposed to have alcohol out there, but we had these plastic bottles, and we filled them up with those. And we were able to have alcohol anyways because my brother's on the board of directors for that whole thing. Ooh, Batman the Killing Joke is on this app now.
The old comic by Alan Moore?
What's that?
The Alan Moore comic, or?
It's the cartoon version.
So he's talking about his Showbox app.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, Bob, you said you were leaving like 20 minutes ago, and we still got you going. I don't think you're going anywhere.
Hey, don't remind me.
Actually, I said 12:30, and I'm showing 12:31.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, this is a good time for me to leave.
All right, Bob. We will invite you.
Man.
Honestly, I don't know if next weekend I'm going to be able to be on. It'll be my wife's birthday, and we're going to the water park.
Yeah, I'm not going to tread over that birthday.
Next week, Saturday, I might be at the Saturday market.
Ooh. All right, well, we'll see what happens, because I happen to get off in time this Saturday, but, it might not happen next Saturday. But Metal Jesus and I will stay on.
Cool. Excellent, guys. Hold the fort for me while I'm gone. All right. I will see you all sometime after right now.
Yep. In the future.
Bye-bye. In the future. Bye-bye.
I go back.
Bye.
All right. Finally, we get rid of the weirdo.
Wait, I'm gone?
I like to hang on now till 10:30 to see if Carl will pop back on, because I invite him every time now.
All right. He was a cool dude.
Yeah, and I'm just giving him the opportunity. He's by no means obligated.
Yeah.
Good guess. Hang on a second. Oh, it's not coming out. All right. Oh.
Thank goodness for me.
No, that is this hole. God. We have to deal with the last one. The other one later. So, what's Sarab do for a living?
He's engineering support for a data complex company. Some sort of tech stuff in New York City.
Okay. He seems cool. I mean, we can definitely have him. I want to see how many people I can get on in one episode. Okay. Well, for the 100th, I'm going to press to get. I want the Game of Thrones edition attempt. What should have happened? I want that many people on.
All right. I'll rope Robin, and you get Rob and Kevin, and we'll see who else we can get.
Bob, Kevin, I will require Carl. I'll require Carl's girlfriend. I'll grab the guy from North Dakota that should have been on. I'll grab Andy Runton, who draws Owly.
Nice.
I'll invite Steve Glosson, who is a semi-famous podcaster.
Nice.
I might even invite Roberto Villegas, who's also a semi-famous podcaster.
Huh. Send me links to their stuff. I'd like to check it out.
What I noticed with Roberto Villegas is that he got into a rut at some point, and I don't know if he's ever come out of it because I stopped listening to him more recently, but he kind of fell into I only want to talk about video games, and then it got to very specific video games, and then I was like, it's the same conversation with different people, so I kind of stopped listening at that point. But I mean, it may be different now because he actually has video going on too. So
nice.
Yeah. When does your school end?
15th of August. It's a Monday. So probably 20 August, I will be very, very happily drunk.
By that time, hopefully I'm wearing that uniform that the missus was strutting around in a few minutes ago.
Nice.
By that time, hopefully, I've done two more commercials. that company that got me the extras job on the librarians, I'm up for 2 commercials coming up in the future.
Very nice.
I don't know if they'll pick me or not, but you have to indicate whether or not you're available on the day that they're shooting, and then they get back to you later from the pool of people who say they're available, and they pick from there.
All right.
So a car commercial and an Adobe software commercial.
Oh, I was totally going to tell him it was some sort of creepy Viagra thing going on.
No, what I've heard from so many people is that for females, you don't get your big break until you do your first tampon commercial.
Oh.
So I guess I have to do something like that.
Interesting.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do a tampon commercial.
I got my first paychecks from being in the extra on the librarians, and it's definitely not enough to make a living on.
All right.
After taxes, a day's worth of pay was $61.
Damn.
But she's going to be on TV.
Yeah. I had this really funny thought the other day. I'm like, so what if they put out 100 episodes, and what if they go into syndication? Do I get money?
That's a good question.
I'm probably gonna go with a 99% no, I'm not. But it was an interesting thought to have.
I would go for it then. See if you can get syndication rights.
That would probably be requiring more than just a background actor.
I'm sure that, yeah, like some people are parts of unions and stuff, and maybe if you get a bigger part. But I'm completely uncredited as an extra, so I wouldn't have anything to do. I mean, for all we know, they might cut all the parts I was in.
Let's hope not.
Yeah. They'd have to do a lot of editing because I got my face in there a lot.
I shake my head like I know, but I wasn't there.
No, you weren't.
I'm just trying to be supportive. Like a bra.
Now when that episode airs and we watch it, I'm gonna have to be all embarrassed like the big stars that say, God, I hate watching myself in movies.
Well, what I see happening is we're going to be watching the episode for the first time for you, and then we're going to watch for the actual story.
Then we'll actually pay attention.
Yeah.
It's on TNT, isn't it?
Yes.
The library?
The librarians, yeah. Yeah, the episode I'm on is in season 3. But for us, because we don't have cable, we've only seen season 1 on Hulu. We haven't even seen season 2.
All right.
So we're really behind.
But we watched The Last Ship, which is also on TNT, and it took like an entire year for that second season to pop up, and I don't understand what the issue was.
No, actually, once the next season started teasing, once they got the actors on the circuit for the talk shows and stuff, then we got the next season of The Last Ship. So what I'm seeing happening is whenever season 3 starts of The Librarians is when we will see season 2 come out on Hulu.
That seems to be standard policy,
Yeah.
even on Netflix.
And Arrow just announced from the CW that the entire season's going to be done before you see the first episode on Hulu, which is totally not how they've done it before, which is going to suck because that's how we watch it.
Yeah. That's a bummer. John Barrowman's on that show, isn't he?
Yep.
Yep.
Because the effort I go through for certain shows, they have to be of a certain quality for me to go through a lot of effort to get them in ways that I have to be creative for. So like Black Sails. Black Sails is an awesome show that I am willing to go out of my way to acquire.
All right. Is that HBO or Showtime?
That's Stars.
All right. Only Star show I've watched is Ash versus the Evil Dead.
I wholeheartedly suggest you watch some Black Sails.
Okay, I've heard good things, but
It's a prequel series to Treasure Island, the book,
really,
and it mixes real pirates in with the fictional ones.
I'm sold.
I'm glad, and you'll love it. Oh, and like all great pay movie channel TV shows, it's got a lot of boobies in it.
Gotta figure. Gotta hook the teenagers.
And most of the boobies are from a whorehouse, so I mean you can imagine that the boobies are plentiful.
Fair enough.
Hello, kitten.
No kidding, now. Another show that's coming on to Stars very soon that I wanted to watch. American Gods.
Neil Gaiman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
I just saw the other Kevin posted a teaser for it, and I was like, I totally want to watch that now. Because I tried reading the book, and God, was it hard to listen to, so I stopped listening, because I did most of my reading audio-wise. And
All right.
yeah.
I read the actual book, and that was an awesome book.
Yeah. We saw a commercial the other night that Lethal Weapon is going to be made into a series on Fox.
What?
Yeah.
Mel Gibson and Danny Glover?
Yeah, but it's going to be Damon Wayans and some new guy. So it looks decent. I mean, I'll give it a shot. I always need to have a cop show in my lineup of shows, but right now my cop show is Hawaii Five-0. So if Lethal Weapon doesn't pan out, then I still have Hawaii Five-0.
I'm kind of tempted to check out Hawaii Five-0 just because I like some of the actors.
That's awesome. I'm watching on Netflix, and I'm on season 5, which is the last season Netflix has. And I'm like 4 episodes into the season, or 5, or something like that. I'm real early in the season, but it's I'm trying to slow down on it so I don't run out of episodes before season 6 pops up. So,
All right.
yeah. And we're also watching Marco Polo, which is a Netflix exclusive.
I've heard good things.
Very good. What else are we into? I'm on season 2 of Knights of Sidonia.
Oh, that's the anime. I've
Yeah.
seen the first season, but
It was very odd. Like the first 7 episodes, I was very confused as to what the fuck was going on. But now I'm okay with it, and I'm in like halfway through season 2.
that's the one in space.
Don't they all happen in space?
Some take place in Fantasy Island, others, in the mythic past. But
Well, let's see what else. We just added Stranger Things on Netflix, so
that is an awesome series. If you like Stephen King, his early works, you'll love it.
The teaser, well, the image and description of it on Netflix was enough to get me to add it to the queue, and then we saw a teaser for it. I was like, oh, I totally want to watch that more now.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And it-
Me and Rob were watching it earlier. We're on episode 6.
I know everybody's into American Horror Story, but I've now attempted to watch 2 seasons of that show, and I can't do it. I don't get it. I'm missing something.
First season was good. Second season was okay. Third season was eh. I'm willing to give it a shot, but it's losing its appeal.
They reuse a lot of the actors from season to season, right?
Yeah.
I think that's I don't like the people.
That's the problem.
All right.
And I feel like I almost feel like the production is cheap. I guess I don't know how better to explain that, but it just doesn't seem it doesn't seem like a very high quality show. I don't know.
All right.
I mean, we've been watching the Coven season. That's the one we've watched the most of, and it's really lost us both.
Well, and it that one seemed like it just keeps going and dragging on, and you think it's about to end, and then they drag it in a different direction. Like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Whatever. Only try so hard. Did you see the teasers for Iron Fist and the Defenders?
Yes, those look awesome.
I really hope they do a kung fu style genre with Iron Fist, and then I'm very interested to see how they're going to do Defenders. But I really want them to do a kung fu epic with Iron Fist.
Yeah, that looked good. Hopefully, they can tie Doctor Strange in.
I don't think that they're going to, because those guys are all street level heroes, and Doctor Strange is more of a cosmic level, so they want to keep the levels separate.
Yeah, but even if it's like something in passing, I would like it. I don't expect Benedict Cumberbatch to show up, but if he did, that would be awesome.
What I'm hoping is that they bring Moon Knight in also to the Netflix series.
My friend would, give you a hug right now because he loves Moon Knight.
I've always been a little iffy on Moon Knight, but I started reading the new series that has been out, and I added it to my collection in my box. So every time it comes out, it goes into my slot.
Nice.
Because it's great. And the best part of Moon Knight right now is it's not involved in Civil War II.
Really? He stayed out of all that?
Well, he's kind of like we're not sure if he's in a dream world right now or if he's hallucinating or what's going on, but there's no ties to Civil War II at all.
Nice.
Which disappointingly, my Spider-Man just got into. I was like, no, don't drag him into.
He got into Civil War II?
His involvement thus far is Tony Stark trying to convince Miles Morales to join his side, but only if he really believes in it.
Huh.
I just don't care.
Civil War I came out, what, 5 years ago?
Sounds right. And that was a premise I could get behind. The Civil War II seems a lot more trumped up to me.
That was actually 2006, 2007.
So 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, longer than I, thought.
Yeah. So she's collecting Grumpy Cat, and I'm currently collecting Spider-Man and Moon Knight, and I'm still buying the future quests, hoping that it'll still remain as good as it is, and then I just may slide that into the collection too, and someone won't be paying attention.
I think she knows.
Oh.
I think I know.
Damn. And of course, if DC pulls their collective heads out of their collective asses and just puts a fucking Shazam comic out there, I will buy it.
Never got into DC. Well, except for the Froyo imprint.
All I want is Shazam. Just put Shazam out. It's a slam dunk. Just put it. Give us a fucking Shazam comic.
Why? What's the sales pitch on him?
He says Shazam. Little boy turns into a big guy. I like all versions of him, but I really like the new 52 version of Shazam. So they don't. When the new 52 came out, everybody's like, well, what's the next big title? And everybody's list always included Shazam. So some people then started pointing out, if somebody just puts out the Shazam comic DC, you will make a lot of money because so many people want it. And I've been hammering on that since the beginning. I will take my money. Take it.
Gladly. But I don't have any authority in DC.
I know you don't. You look more like Alan Moore, and that scares me.
No, you're not the first person to say that.
In his younger days, of course, because now he looks old and crazy instead of just crazy.
So I look young and crazy in Alan Moore.
Yes.
I can live with that.
I know that this has been a rumor for like decades, but apparently there's a Watchmen TV show being made or being considered for HBO.
What?
Yeah.
That's news to me.
Well, then that was right around when the movie came out too, is when I started hearing about the show. And of course, when the movie came out, I'm like, well, they're not going to do a series now. But the series talk never stopped. It's always been like, I think they're just putting that out there to see if anyone's interested in it. And I would be, but I would worry that the movie has spoiled my spoiled me for other versions of the Watchmen now.
Nope.
Yeah, it was there.
Actually, that reminds me. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yep, found it. Sending you a link now.
Of course you are. There it is. Oh. Ooh. You sent me a link to my.
Wrong one, sorry.
We're in that picture.
Here you go. That's the second link I found.
Oh my God, Saturday Morning Watchmen. Sorry, folks, we're going to watch this. Oh my God.
This is horrible.
Terrible.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I'm so confused. No. No. No.
Apparently, someone made that as a spoof of the original, comic in the 1980s style of cartoons. So
That's scary.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
I know that's why I like it.
Oh god. There is one cartoon. It's a multi-part cartoon that I really want, and I cannot find it anywhere. It's the Space Stars finale. The Space Stars include Space Ghost, Team Force, and the Herculoids, among others. And the Space Stars seasons were released on VHS or DVD, but doesn't include the finale. So the finale is literally the only one that is. There's no pirated thing online. I can't find any random website that's got a shit copy that I could still watch. I just want to watch that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious.
Basically, it's when in Space Stars, you basically got a Space Ghost story, a Herculoid story, a Team Force story, and I think it's the Galaxy Trio or something like that story. You basically got 4 different stories in a 30-minute or an hour segment, and then the Space Stars finale is all of them interacting with each other against a common thing going on. So it was like, oh my god, they're doing it, and
Huh.
Very sad. And of course, if you search for Space Ghost, you'll get a lot of Space Ghost Coast to Coast, which is humorous.
Isn't that his talk show?
Yeah, it's humorous, but it's a sad use of a really awesome character. Yeah. That's why I'm so excited about Future Quest being a comic, because at least I get Johnny Quest, which I really like, and the Herculoids and Space Ghost. So that's 3. I was never a huge fan of Birdman, but the Birdman in the comic is okay. I was really hoping they would bring Blue Falcon in. Yes, Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
Okay.
All right.
In fact, that was my introduction to Birdman. Was Harvey Birdman, attorney at law? Yeah, that's great stuff. But I was hoping they'd bring Blue Falcon into the comic, because that's basically their version of Batman. So I mean, that would work.
In the Army, the term Blue Falcon means buddy fucker.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you get volunteered to do something by your buddy, that's a shitmate.
Fair enough. Different term, same concept.
We need you to clean this nasty, nasty thing. Well, Dave would love to do it, sir. Dave's doing it. You shitmate. Hey, I have bonus energy available.
Nice.
Oh, I think I collected mine earlier and forgot to spend it.
Oh, snap.
Yep.
What's better YouTube TV than
Ooh.
watching people play video games on their phone and not talking to each other?
I think it's called Twitch TV.
Well, I guess that would be true. But, they can't see what we're doing. They just see us staring at our phones and stuff.
I finally have my first 7-star character.
Ooh.
Darth Sidious.
Darth Sidious.
Nice.
He was also my first 7-star character.
Finally today.
How many 7-star characters do you have, Metal Jesus?
None. It's fucking impossible.
No. I know it's not impossible because I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them.
It'll still feel impossible for a very long time. Because I'm level 71 and I finally have one.
Well, I'm level 66, so I've got a ways to go.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, Darth Vader, are you high enough level? Of course you're not. Why would you be? Well, tomorrow there's a bunch of challenges available, and I'm going to reap the rewards.
That's what I'm doing now.
I really like that we can use the sim tickets on the challenges now.
Oh, God, I'm so happy with the sim upgrades that they've made.
Yeah, no kidding. Of course, now I'm burning through them like no tomorrow.
Well, I had spent so many crystals on buying energy a long time ago. I've had at one point I had over 400 sim tickets, and now I'm down to 214.
Damn.
I use them a lot.
Sim tickets will be the only reason I'll actually max out all of my challenges on a Sunday now.
So I spend a lot of time working on a couple of characters at a time to max them out. So I just finished maxing out Mace Windu, Ahsoka Tano, and I'm currently working on Count Dooku,
Dude, I hate fighting against that guy.
which is why I want him at 7 stars on my team.
Yeah.
And then I'm also working on Barriss Offee and Anakin, Jedi Anakin. And I made a promise to myself that if I ever found Darth Vader shards on any of the stores, I would automatically buy them without thinking about it, because my achievements aren't coming off as fast as they used to. So he's still got like a lot of stars to go, and for me, and I need him 7 star.
He gets killed so easily.
Yeah.
I've been trying to pump up his mods to try to. I bought some defense ones today for him specifically.
You ever see Pump Up the Volume?
With Christian Slater?
Yep.
Long time ago.
So the movie is essentially about someone pirating a radio signal and just talking in a way that the FCC does not find comfortable up to the masses, right?
Yeah.
That's essentially what we are doing on the internet right now. He was getting arrested for in that movie.
Well, 25 years it's done.
Federally arrested. He was going to a federal prison.
Don't we do a lot of things now that we could have gotten arrested for in the past?
Yeah. Like cornholing each other? Yeah.
Corn on the cob or just, plain old shaved corn?
What?
You said cornholing. Do you take corn off before you hole it, or?
No, I think it should be as rough as possible going in.
I don't know. I don't like to chew corn, so I prefer cream of corn.
You? This is going in a very uncomfortable direction for me.
Well, since Rob left, I had to take over.
Well, you're doing a good job. So my Darth Vader apparently is at 5 star, so I'm working hard to get him to 6 star, so then I can push for the 7 star. But 85 shards is a lot of shards to scrape for.
Yeah, I know.
I have such a task ahead of me. Oh, I'm also working on the Jedi Knight Guardian because I can easily get the Cantina bucks to spend on her. And I'm in the final 100 shard press for Dooku, and of course I can't seem to win a shard to save my life lately. Like I get one here and there, and before I was getting them by the truckload.
Yeah, it seems to like look at your past history and then say, "Yeah, you're good."
Like, you need one more? I'll give you one after you sim 9 battles over 3 days.
Yeah. Or you could spend for it and guarantee it.
No.
Yeah, that's what I said.
About one load of crystals with actual cash. I did make it worth my while, but I won't do it again.
I bought that 600 crystal thing that you bought the other day.
Oh, did you get it?
It didn't, I wasn't able to upgrade anybody with any, no. You said you were able to upgrade somebody quite a bit, though.
Darth Vader, but
Yeah.
I don't know how many other things I had too that helped with that. Darth Vader. Darth Vader. It's Darth Vader knocking at my door. I don't know why I did that.
I don't know why you do a lot of things. I certainly don't encourage them.
My wife, ladies and gentlemen,
Yep.
she hates me.
Yeah.
See, she even admits it on camera. Well,
We've been married long enough for me to do that.
yeah, I know. Well, it seems like our conversation is kind of petered down. Yeah.
I was looking something up for you.
Oh, okay.
So I just wanted to, get your opinion on this. So if you check Facebook.
Well, the codex. I wanted to ask you about the codex. What's in the codex?
The Codex is the old Magic Burner, Adventure Burner, and Monster Burner of Burning Wheel. I kickstarted it. It's done by Luke Crane. It's like all the heavy lifting, but they updated it for Burning Wheel Gold rules, which is right here. So I've been trying to sales pitch these two games to everyone I know, and I also happen to get it signed by the man himself.
The thread that I'm reading the comments, and somebody quoted one of the previous comments that said, "It's the pitch. Have you ever seen/read Game of Thrones? It's like that." And then the guy that responded to that goes, "Isn't that the HBO soft porn about standing in shadows and perving out during the Middle Ages? You made an RPG about that?" Yeah. So I've actually been thinking a lot about the RPG, running the RPG as the show thing. And I think that I'm going to start developing a single one-shot vampire story, and that's what I'm going to choose to run as my story.
All right, I'm in. If you need a backup player or whatever.
Well, you and Bob and hopefully the other Kevin would be my 3 players. I'm not sure if she would be interested or not. I wouldn't anticipate her being interested.
I mean, now that I'm a big actor and everything, maybe I'd be better at it. But
yeah,
before I was on TV, I couldn't really do it.
Well,
get into it.
Can you get into character?
I know how to play one character. that I can't tell you about that was on TV?
Well, then that's the character you'll be.
Okay.
But it'll be a different name. How about that? If you know what I'm talking about, a reference to.
Nice.
Oh. Okay.
So, and then if somebody else wanted to jump in, the basic premise I'm working off of, because I've wanted to run a group through street level, city level, global level. So like you do street level stuff as vampires, and you kind of figure the world out as I have it set up. And
All right.
then as you advance in power levels, you kind of get involved in what's going on in the city, and you're kind of dealing with the higher level things, and you look back down at the street level going, what were we thinking? And then it's trying to get better, and you're super powering up and stuff. Then you start looking at the global thing going on, because, and to be clear, I want to run some sort of hybrid between Requiem and Masquerade.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. And I'm still working on the deets, but so you'd work on the global level, then you'd be looking back down at the street level going, I don't have time for the street level at this point.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, come on, viewer. Wasn't that interesting enough to stick around for? Viewers. Yeah. And then I'm also thinking about, in the future, doing the Doctor Who game thing that I said I wanted to do, too. But I wanted to start with something I'm familiar with.
When does the new season come out?
What?
New Doctor Who season. When does that come out?
After the Christmas episode, so sometime next year.
Damn it.
It'll be a new showrunner, and
Thank goodness.
And I think Capaldi's going to do one more season, and then he's probably bowing out.
I like Capaldi. I hope he stays around for a while.
Well, I'm just hoping that they don't replace Capaldi with Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Because that has been bandied about lately. Yeah, that I was a little worried. Yes. Because apparently Matt Smith is remorseful that he left the role, and all I can think of is, thank God he left the role.
Well, to be fair, like, Moffat overshadowed him. So.
Well, basically Moffat's entire run has been, run this direction, do this thing. Run that direction, do that thing. Run this direction, do that thing. Let's slow everything down with an older Doctor now.
Yeah.
There was very little substance in Matt Smith.
And I can't exactly blame all of that on Matt Smith, so.
No, it's definitely the writing, but if he comes back, which I don't want him to, but if he comes back, I want him to play a completely different Doctor.
Now, I enjoyed Matt Smith, but for the timeline of Doctor Who, like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
The idea is that they're going with, that Tom Baker was at the end of the 50th anniversary, insinuating that he was a later version of Matt Smith. He said, sometimes you just want to go back to the old faces. So that's where they would pull the whole Matt Smith's still young enough to do it thing.
You know what? I could work with that then, if they do it well. I don't think Moffat would do it well, though.
No, and he's, like I said, his last episode is the Christmas special this year, so he won't be doing.
Oh, you just made my ear.
Yeah, he's done, thank God. So he can concentrate on Sherlock, which he needs to, because that's an awesome show too, but he needs to put out more episodes than 3 once in a while, because that's how often they come out.
Really?
Have you seen Sherlock?
No, I've heard it's a long wait, so I'd rather be it.
Do you have Netflix?
Yep.
It's on now. He has an hour-and-a-half episode lengths. There's only 3 episodes a season. Go watch them all.
Nice.
There.
Will do.
So, and the thing is Elementary came out right around the same time Sherlock did, and everybody that watched both of them said, I would have liked Elementary a lot better if I hadn't seen Sherlock.
Yeah. Well, I heard that they take on different facets of Sherlock Holmes.
They do, but I like the way that they do. I haven't watched Elementary either, but the way that they do Sherlock, I don't even want a different version running around. I don't even like the movies that Robert Downey Jr. are in necessarily anymore because of Sherlock. So I mean, it's really put a spin on things.
Now I'm curious. I'll have to watch them now.
Yeah, so basically think of it as you don't get many, but they're the length of a movie. One episode is the length of a movie.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, God. And I guess I'd like to try new games, so I'd like somebody to run a Fate while we're doing this whole run one-shots thing. And then
All right.
maybe if we get a big following just watching this role play, maybe we switch the greatest show from just random banter and drinking to role playing.
Hey, I've got quite a few games that I'd like to try at, so if you want to go for it, I'm in.
Well, I hear a lot of good things about Burning Wheel, so I'm willing to give that one a shot. I'm willing to give.
All right. I'll even buy you guys the books. You, Rob, the other Kevin, whomever.
Wow. He's offering to buy us books, son.
Wow.
Because it is an awesome game, and I love it, and yeah, I can't pimp it enough.
Well, I mean, buying the rest of us books is pretty hardcore. So, and I wouldn't mind someone, if not me, running Jade Punk, which I discovered is just a version of Fate. It's a skin for Fate. So I mean, that would be okay too.
All right. The other Kevin said it sounded like Exalted, and I'm down with that.
And then I'm open to suggestions. I've been kind of particular about my fantasy settings. There's just something about D&D I just have such a hard time getting into.
Why? What's with the fantasy setting?
I don't know. And I've attempted multiple types of fantasy games. So I like Palladium. I've attempted. What was the other one I did? I don't remember there's at least 3, and all 3 of them as soon as basically it just deteriorated into D&D. Even the mechanics kind of led down that path. So I was like, this is not what I want. I don't want this anymore.
Well, what do you want out of a fantasy setting?
I don't want a fantasy setting.
All right.
I would probably want low magic, more Conan the Barbarian.
Sword and sorcery style, then.
Well, but if you look at the sorcery in Conan, where it's more of a couple of weirdos doing some weird shit, but it's not all up in your grill.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm talking the Arnold Schwarzenegger versions of the Conan, even. So that the Mako, the guy that is his sorcerer wizard pal, he got like that stuff.
All right.
The one thing I won't play is Western. I detest Westerns beyond anything.
Yeah, you said that, and I happen to enjoy Western, but
I'm interested in Westworld only for the sake that I think that it's not a Western per se.
what's Westworld?
I don't know. It's a remake. There's a remake of Westworld, the movie, but I think it's Westworld, the movie. The cover is a guy all get up in like an old style Western sheriff's outfit, but his face is falling off and it's all robotic stuff underneath. So that you think you're in some sort of simulated environment, so that you eventually end up climbing out of that simulation. So I mean, I'm interested to find out about it. it's because of my hate for westerns that I don't like Firefly, because that's just a western in space.
Well, yeah, but that was my first introduction to the Western series, so I liked it. I grew up on Star Trek.
I used to watch Wild Wild West, but that was sort of a steampunky thing for me because it kind of fit in. Honestly, it fits into that genre, not the Will Smith thing, the actual original series.
All right.
I'd like to do something with spaceships. Maybe if someone wanted to run some sort of Star Trek thing or Star Wars, I want to wield a lightsaber. That would be awesome.
How about Traveler? You ever hear of Traveler?
Never heard of Traveler. I have the free RPG day of Traveler. It looks complicated. Is that the one where you can die during character creation?
I think so, but it's iffy. I'll have to look at the books my friend gave me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that just seems like, okay, I'm going to spend 3 hours making a character. Oh, look, he died. This seems weird to me. I wouldn't mind. Oh, I definitely want to do a superhero game. I want somebody else to run a superhero game. It could be Mutants and Masterminds. It could be branded like Marvel or DC. I'm totally into it.
Didn't Marvel put out like an RPG system 20 years ago?
Yeah, I actually won a code for an expansion book to that, but I don't have the original book, so the expansion really doesn't do me any good.
Huh.
I got a copy of I was really wanting to do Battlestar Galactica, the role-playing game, but when I got a hold of the books, it was all about, they shoehorned you into just interacting in the world that was in the remake TV show. I'm like, yeah, I was like, where's the creativity there? You basically put us on a rail and pushed us and said, have fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
I like the TV series, but doing games off TV series tends to, be limited. Unless you have like Doctor Who, which has like so much to work with.
Well, and there's with the remake, there's a definitive start, middle, and end. I mean, it's a complete arc. So I tried to run an online sim once in the universe, and there was another Battlestar going in a different direction type situation, but it really deteriorated as things went on because Silence didn't have any reason to chase us, really. So. It was a bummer. It was like coffee over here. Well, it's almost 10. Well, it's almost 10:30 my time.
Yeah, it's 1:30 my time.
Yeah, Carl would have joined us by now. I've been up since 3:17 this morning.
Yikes. Go get some sleep.
Yeah, I do need to get some sleep. But I'll let you guys know about next week. Yeah, this week just happened to work out. I'm hoping next week works out too. And
No.
worst case, if Bob's got his thing, if I don't get off in time, maybe I just say, wait, and then we'll do it after. But
All right.
Thanks for sticking around.
Thank you for having me.
And well, you're rapidly becoming a regular, so it's
scary, isn't it?
I can't. We're going to be here for the grand cutting off of all your hair.
That will be September 17th, 2017, or after that.
And obviously, you're not going to do it. You won't do it on the air, but we'll be here for the before episode and then the after episode. Going, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. So get a good look. It's quite long.
Yeah, I'm very jealous because as you can see on the video, nothing grows up there. It's a barren wasteland. Here we go.
There you go.
Yeah. I miss my hair.
Well, I'm going gray, so
You only miss your hair until it's windy out, or you want to roll the windows down in your car and you can't. Your hair blows in your face, or
gets into the hot dog and
Listen.
yeah,
First
you're
world
trying
problems.
trying to eat in the wind, wanting to shower quick and leave the house, and in the middle of winter, not have your hair freeze into an icicle.
It looks like I've got a part going on here.
My hair is way too dark for you.
Yeah, it is. I can be like the kids. Hey, man. Now I look like I woke up. Hey, what's going on, man?
Well, at least you sat on the long side of my hair.
Yeah, that's true. And she's got a asymmetrical. Yeah.
So this side's longer than the other side.
oh,
This side goes down to right about here, and this side's right here.
I like to think of it as one testicle rides lower than the other. See, I'm tired. I'm making no sense anymore.
I liked my haircut until that came out of his mouth.
Oh, come on. Your haircut's okay. We will see you in the future.
adios.
And
Good next week.
yeah, and well, hopefully next week. And good night.
Good night.
Yeah, or morning, whatever it is.
Night.
Yeah.